Órale. Asústame one time, hoy no más.
Buena suerte, corazón.
This is an oldie.
Por si no te vuelvo a ver.
Laura Canales, Carlos Miranda. I don't even think this album exists anymore. They did an album together and it was puro mariachi, nombre, que bárbaro. A lot of good songs. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to hashtag PVT Wednesday Night Live. Orale. We got an amazing guest here tonight and we can't wait to get to it, pero ahorita les tengo que avisar que si tienen una problemita ahí en la recámara de la casa, ¿me entiendes? Con la baby doll, pues a lo mejor necesitas que ir a ver a Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women. Sluggishness, tiredness, gain weight. You know, we get a little older. We need a little bit more help there in that department. And they've got it. 1-855-771-1650 or go to drtees.com. Learn more about hormone replacement therapy, weight loss therapy, IV vitamin infusion, and peptide therapy. And all designed to help you feel great and healthier again. And by the way, rumor has it that there's like the COVID thing is still, it's coming around. Some people are getting it, right?
Yes.
Well, now you can go and get an IV vitamin infusion. I mean, that is amazing. They put the vitamins right into your vein. My wife and we've done it.
Yes.
They get instant energy, boost your immune system. It's just a fantastic product, and you can find it at drtees.com. And it's very simple to do. You're in and out. It'll probably take you about 15 minutes. And let me tell you, you walk out of there with a better step than you did when you walked in. All right? Dr. T's Primary Care for Men. Call that number and make an appointment today, all right?
For men and women.
Yes, women as well. They've got some weight loss products there that are just absolutely amazing. They curb your hunger. I mean, a lot of satisfied customers at Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women.
And you know, Rock School's going to be coming back. All those bodies in one area.
Yeah.
You gotta get vitamin infused. So.
You're absolutely right, and you've done it as well, Chaz.
I have, and it looks like Gatorade. Like it looks like lemon lime Gatorade is going into your arm, and sometimes you get a little. You can taste the citrus, the vitamin C. So yeah, highly recommend it.
Yeah.
I mean, look at us. We're in our 70s. I mean, who would? I mean,
Not one gray hair.
Not one.
Yeah.
It's not dyed. It is. Did you know that Ronald Reagan, totally off topic, Ronald Reagan never dyed his hair?
Never?
It was just.
Do you know that I don't believe that?
Well,
He was 80 years old or something, or
Yeah.
70-something, and he didn't have gray hair?
He had the Vicente Fernandez black hair.
Pale, bro.
You're probably right. Who knows? We can't go back and test his DNA, but
That's fake news, bro.
probably.
He probably had a toupee, too. I mean, back in the
Right.
day, bro. He was a movie star. He had all the connections.
He had the esquina, as we
Yeah.
say in San Benito.
Yeah,
So.
Ronald Reagan was one of the biggest movie stars in Hollywood, and then he became governor of California, and then the United States of America.
He wasn't the biggest star in Hollywood. He was maybe like the Scott Baio.
Dude, I saw
in
him.
Hollywood.
I saw him in an old movie, Newt Rockney.
Oh yeah, where he gives a big speech.
He's the Gipper.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's that famous football player back in the 40s or 30s.
We got to win one for the Gipper.
Yeah, dude. Crazy. Check out that movie, Knute, and then Rockney, I think it's,
Who knows?
I forgot the last, Rockne or something like that. But it's a very old movie, and it's pretty cool. It's one of the greatest, Hall of Fame
inspirational and sports
college coaches in history. All right, orale. Enough of our educated bullshit. The girls are looking at us like, what the hell? What is this?
Who's Ronald Reagan?
Damn.
Gabriella, you know who Ronald Reagan is.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
I didn't know he did movies. Was that a joke? Or
No, he was an actor.
Like actually.
A B actor, not an A,
Yeah.
not a C. He was B.
He was B? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know his
Okay.
wife's name? I know that's kind of
What's his wife's name?
Nancy Reagan.
Yeah,
Nancy?
she's the one that started Say No to Drugs.
Really?
The Say No to Drugs
I bought a
campaign.
shirt that said that from Forever 21.
She's the one that started Red
Yeah.
Ribbon.
Week.
Red
Red
Ribbon
Ribbon
Week.
Week.
She started that as well.
Really?
Yeah, because she had, I don't know if it was a son or something that, was addicted to drugs or something. And then she opened it's Nancy Ford that has a rehab, right? It's not her.
Betty
That's a
Ford.
Betty
Yeah,
Ford. There you
Betty
go.
Ford.
You're off. You're off. You're
I'm
jumping
getting
a little off.
my
Wait a
gosh.
minute.
You guys are mixing me up.
Who had the snacks? Wait, that's Dolly Madison.
Everybody's
gosh.
watching and going, ya cállense el hocico, quiero ver a Gabriela. Quiero ver a Gabriela,
Let's
me
go.
chivada. Want to thank the Green Hit, offering a natural alternative for stress and pain with various CBD-infused oils, lotions, edibles, gummies, and even inhalants to combat and recuperate the body mind. Those drinks you see right there in front of you on the screen, those are amazing. You take one of those and you're going to be relaxed and chill, and you're going to be wanting to hang out at the house. And no se va al pedo el hombre, sí. Dale uno a tu esposo. Si le gusta pistear y darse pela para la barra en la cantina, pues dale uno de estos y se queda en la casa. Asústame one time, ¿verdad? I'm not kidding you. Veterans are always welcome, and they always have special discounts. They have the most knowledgeable staff in the industry with Hector, Louie, and Javi. You can find them in Far Texas at 956-666-9088. And you can also find them in Mission, where they also sell alcohol. They've got bottles and beer, and they've got all the other products that we just talked about. Mission, Texas, 956-591-0114. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram. Also, the Green Hit is the perfect place for relaxing the mind and spirit in an all-natural way. All right. And thank you to Hector and the rest of the guys.
And the rest of the guys.
All right. So we've got my beautiful wife, producer, off camera right now.
Yes, I'm behind the scenes. It's okay. It's okay.
I know everybody wants to see you.
It's
too.
okay. I'll get together with Chaz before we leave. Shout out to everyone who's on the chat zone already. Victoria Garcia. We have people from Fort Worth, Texas. Emmanuel Rangel. Las Vegas, Nevada. Saludos from Houston, Texas. That was Gilbert Calvo and Sal in the house. Everyone else that's on. Thank you guys for hanging out with us.
All right. And, of course, Chaz is handling the chat.
That's right. Big shout out to official Tejano D in Houston, Texas. Daniel is in Stanton, Texas. Gilbert Gonzalez in San Antonio. George Ochoa in McGregor. And big shout out to everybody. And if you're in the Dallas area, Rock, Raleigh, and myself, we're going to be in the Dallas area.
Arlington
For Metallica. Yeah. Woo! So, I mean, if you want to host us for enchiladas or something.
James Hetfield called us up and sent us some tickets, so we can't wait to go out there and hang out with the guy.
It's going to be a great show.
Yeah,
2 nights,
awesome.
Friday night and Sunday night, so we're free Saturday.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
And
We'll go to Dimebag's gravesite.
Yeah.
Pantera.
And each night, there's going to be a different opening acts. One night, it's Crazy Pimps. Next night, Gary Hobbs.
Yeah,
Something like I forget, but we're going to see you in Dallas.
Los Cuatro Vatos Locos are on the bill también.
I think so, yeah. It went from McGregor to Arlington.
Yeah. All right. So, by the way, if you have a question or a comment or your shout out that the question for one of our guests here, what you can do is super chat us, all right? Super chat us, I think, how much are the super chats? Like $1, $2, $5?
Could be anything.
It could be anything.
But which is the one that makes their question get up to the top so we can be able to see it? They all pop up? Okay, so just super chat us if you have a question for our guest. And that way, no se le pasan a Chaz, ¿me entiendes? And that way he can get it down and you can make that call, all right? Okay.
And Gabriella will answer literally anything.
Yes. We can tell. We had a pre-show interview, right?
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let me just show you a little clip of who's here with us tonight. Put it on, baby. Let's check her out. The one with the music video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready?
Corazón requiere que te encuentres un amor. En la búsqueda te pierdes. No sabes lo que estoy sintiendo. Esta pena que me duele dentro, que me cala hasta los huesos y no la calma ni el tiempo. Por eso ahora ya no vuelvo a enamorarme. Ya no quiero yo engañarme con amores como tú.
All right. Amazing.
Talent personified.
Very talented. We have Gabriella here with us, ladies and gentlemen, in the studios. How's it going, sweetie?
Hi, guys. Hello.
Thank you for coming down to our show.
Yes, thank you for having me. I'm honored. I'm so excited.
And you brought a friend with you, right?
Trap Money Lily is in the building.
Trap Money Lily?
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey.
¿Cómo salió Trap Money Lily?
Hello.
Arrímate el micrófono. We want, or get the mic a little closer. There, we want to hear you. Lily is with Tejano Nation. I just found out, because Gabriella came in and she just spilled all the beans on her friend.
I did.
And she's with Tejano Nation. Now, Tejano Nation, what is Tejano Nation?
It's the premier website for Tejano music.
Okay.
We do a lot of news, videos, podcast, radio. And,
Yeah, I've seen some, some news clips about, like when Joe Lopez was released from prison, it was on Tejano Nation. I remember seeing those. And it's been around for a while. How long have they been together? Like the Tejano Nation, when was it built? You don't know?
No.
And how long have you been with them?
I've been with them for about 2 years.
And what do you do with them?
I am an entertainment contributor
Okay.
and a social media manager for them.
So entertainment contributor means
Yes.
you interview the artist for the,
Yes.
and is it all print or is it like on air interviews or?
It's video
Okay.
interviews and articles.
Okay. Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Tejano Nation, you should, do you all have an
Yes.
app? Do you have an app?
Yes, TejanoNation.net.
Okay, get the TejanoNation.net app, put it on your phone. And do they play any music at all, or is it just news and reports and stuff like that?
They do play on Tejano Nation Radio.
Uh-huh.
So you can go on there.
All
and
right.
Tune in.
Well, that's awesome. And, of course, if it's an internet, it's worldwide. So no matter where you are and where you're looking from or watching the show in the United States of America, Mexico, Canada, you can get that app and you can be able to listen to some music and find out all the news going on with the Tejano world. So, Lily, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Connect with you and Lily or what? What's up?
Oh my goodness. So Lily was, when you go somewhere, I did an interview and it was with Chingona actually.
Ahí, güey.
It was called Kicking It with La Chingona. Her real name is Liza Reyes. She's out in San Antonio.
Okay.
And Trap Money Lily over here walked in and she was like, hey, I'm with the Tejano Nation. Like, I was wondering if I could do an interview too because those two are already friends, Chingona and Lily.
Mm-hmm.
So the last thing they said to me was, yeah, if you need anything else, just let me know. We're always here for you. And you know how people just say that sometimes? They're just like, yeah, okay. It's like the just to be nice, to an extended arm. When I moved to San Antonio, I took that literally. I was like, hey, guys, I'm in your block now.
Mm-hmm.
I do need some things. Who wants to be my chaperone? So then they just started coming with me. Like when my mom, when she couldn't make it somewhere, they would come with me. Like today, like my family's in Florida. Everybody. I'm the only one here. So they're like an extension of my family now. They're my tias. I call them. And just little by little, we started going out to eat together, started going to movies, and just we became family. I
Yeah.
don't know. It just kind of happened.
So then you're originally from Florida then?
Mm-hmm.
What part of Florida are you from?
Tampa Bay, puro 813.
Tampa Bay, puro Buccaneers allá.
Okay.
Acá puro Dallas Cowboys.
Don't
ya
say that.
sabes.
I almost got jumped one time for saying go Bucks, for real.
Where?
At my job.
Oh, really?
It's when they were playing the Cowboys. Do you know? Because I'm a server, and they had the screens up, and I saw the Bucks were playing, and I didn't know at the time how serious football was in the state of Texas. I didn't know. So I'm like, oh yeah, go Bucks. Swear. Everybody just boom. Their head just like turned towards me. I got so red. They were like, what did you just say? I thought, I really was like, did I just end my life right now? Like, was this the defining moment? They were like, it's only Cowboys in here. Da da da. Like everybody was like repping their jerseys. Men were literally like, whoo, 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 like showing me their jerseys. I was like, I don't even watch football, guys.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. So I never spoke.
Well, your life wasn't ended. The only thing that ended with that game was Tom Brady's career. Yeah, because the Cowboys beat the Bucks, right?
I think they did.
It was a playoff game or something like that.
Yeah.
And they beat the Bucks, and then that was Brady's last game. He's not doing it anymore. So how about one for the Cowboys there? So just one time. And we're going to be in the Super Bowl this year, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to throw that out there right now.
I believe in you.
The first game is Saturday. It's preseason, but, and I watch some of it, but this is not because Saturday we got something we're going to do, and we'll tell you more about it. So you were born in Tampa Bay. You grew up in Tampa Bay. How old are you? Don't mind me asking.
I'm 21.
21 years old.
Yes.
So you were born in 2002?
2001.
2001.
Oh my God.
Okay,
Wow.
So you're Generation Z? Is that it? Gen Z?
I think I'm Gen Z. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's Gen Z,
she's-
right?
Yeah, she's
I get
Gen Z.
confused with all of that. I'm like, look,
Yeah.
this is my year. Y'all figure it out for me. I don't know the Gen Z. I don't know those.
You're the
generations.
You know what? Let me tell you, you're the generation that begins the era of not knowing what it was like to live without a phone or a cell phone,
Yep.
a computer,
Yep.
social media.
VCR.
Yeah.
VCR.
Yeah.
I had one actually growing up.
Walkman.
I had a VCR.
Walkmans, yeah.
Do you feel
Didn't
like
have a Walkman.
Do you feel like you have an old soul, or do you feel like, nah, I'm with this generation?
No, I definitely feel like I have an old soul, and it's funny that you say that because a lot of what I'm working on now is, it's oldies, it's soldies. It's not even. I've always been that kid that grew up listening to like Gladys Knight and the Pips, Marvin Gaye, Richie Valens, and my mom sometimes would get so scared because old songs they put it in horror movies. They make the songs that I love. They put it in like a horror movie when somebody's dying.
Yeah.
So it makes people scared. But I'm like, no, guys, like it's doo-wop. And everybody's like, girl, no.
Yeah.
That wasn't like, So my mom would be like, girl, what are you listening to? And because nobody in my family ever listened to old music like that. Like my dad, kind of here and there, he listened to like Ray Charles.
Are you Hispanic?
I am. Well, yes.
Because over there, hay
yes.
cubanas, y hay cubanos, puertorriqueños, and
Do you know what I am? Do you know my ethnicity?
Well, that's why I'm asking. I don't know.
Well,
My mother is fully Colombian.
Okay. Colombiana.
Yeah, she is Colombiana. My dad is Puerto Rican and Korean.
Wow.
So
Wow.
yeah.
can
they're-
you speak any Korean?
No, but I can sign. My grandma, she can't hear or speak, so we sign to her sign language. But she reads and writes in Korean. My
Yeah.
dad was born in Korea, so
So we can just say,
Wow.
well, what? So she's la Cory instead of Latina.
I'm Hispanian.
La Korean, right?
Hispasian.
Hispasian.
Ándale, there you go.
Hispanic.
Hispasian.
Somebody told me they're like, you're a Hispanian baby. I was like, I love that.
Sweet and sour fideo.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Shit, I want to try that out,
made-
man.
It's
Hey.
real big in Mathis. And for some reason.
Mathis, Texas. Con los Villarreales.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So wow, that's crazy. And
Yeah.
and so did your dad? He spoke English, obviously. Was he born in the United States or was he born in
He
Korea?
was born in Korea, but he came over when he was very young. So it's always been English, and he can sign obviously fluently as well. So that's why I grew up a no sabo kid.
Yeah.
I didn't speak Spanish as much. My mom speaks fluently. So yeah, Mom, I'm gonna rat you out right now. I learned Spanish in Spain. I
Okay.
went to Spain on a solo trip because I was like, this is my eat, pray, love moment. Like I was 19 at the time.
You guys see-
Where'd you get the money to go to Spain?
I actually was a nanny at the time.
Oh, really?
And I was saving up, and I actually got money from college. I was going to. I got my degree when I was 20 years old, and they paid me to go to school. So I took the money from that, and I took the money from being a nanny, and then I was like, I'm gonna go to Spain. I'm gonna learn Spanish, and
What do your parents do? What kind of profession do they have?
so my dad was a truck driver for years.
Oh, yeah?
Like over the road, I would sometimes go with him, in the little bunks, the bunk beds and the
Yeah.
the trailers, and
Super
so
cool.
we would just he would do that, but it sucked because he wasn't home as much sometimes, like it was like 1 week out of the month you can be home. And then my mom, she worked for years with Grace Point in Florida, which is for mental health.
Okay.
People with mental health. And she had a very interesting job.
What was it?
She was the what's it called? She was like the management of the apartment where they lived.
Okay.
The people with mental health disabilities. And so she helped them with all of their problems. And, she had schizophrenics, people with bipolar disorder.
Yeah.
But the thing with my mom is she saw them as people, as they should be seen.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what, whether it's a autoimmune disease, a physical disability, mental disability, they were people. So my mom took her job she did it very well, I think. Because a lot of
Was
people
she
get
what was her duty? Was it like dispersing the medications and all kinds of stuff?
Not as much.
Or did
It's-
she was managing what they needed to do?
literally
the paperwork?
all of it. Like if somebody walked in and they were like, James, I just I don't want to do anything today. I feel like this is my lowest day ever. She would sometimes be like their counselor and talk to them about it. They had a toilet problem. She'd be like, let me call maintenance. Like she literally was like
Jack of all trades.
Yeah, she was just their go-to person. She still talks to some of them there too. Like she made a relationship with them, and I think that's super cool.
So she's not working there anymore.
No, because she comes to Texas back and forth a lot.
Okay.
So right now she does at home, like she's a translator right now, but she pretty much is just like my momager / mom. I don't know what to do with it. Like I for real, like if I didn't have my mom, I don't know what I'd do because I call her for everything.
She's your consultant and your
everything
that does for you. My manager. She's
like, Mom, what do I do when I get stuck on the side of the road? Mom, where should I buy a toaster? Mom, like it's literally
your advocate.
Yes.
Everything. Yes,
she is Generation Z.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry.
Hey, Gabriella, I have a gentleman. His name is Johnny Borges, and he was saying he wants you, if you could go ahead and sign. And and I'll tell you what to say, and if you could show us how to sign that, okay?
I'm not too good, so we'll try.
Just can you sign like and subscribe to PVT? Can you sign that, or is that too intricate?
You would have to say, let me see, I'm like going like, and then you say and then you would have to spell out subscribe because there's not a word.
There's not a word.
Like, and then you would say to, and then PVT. There you go. There's no word for subscribe. ASL's gotta, but yeah, like. This means to like something. Like. So like I always tell my grandma I don't like if I'm joking with her like a joke, I'll be like, I don't like mom. Like to my mom. She's ugly. Like I'll go like that. My grandma's like, no, bad girl. Like bad girl. She's like, don't say that. And I'm like, But like it's stuff like that. There's little words she's taught me along the way. But when I was younger, I couldn't really communicate with my grandma because you're 6 years old and you want eggs, and you don't know how to sign. So she would literally write down the alphabet on a paper and then show us like A, B, C, and we just eventually learned over time.
So you turned 19. You graduated from high school there in Tampa Bay.
Yes, I did. Bloomingdale.
Okay, and were you in extracurricular stuff in school? Like, did you have? Were you in choir or anything like that? Or
oh my goodness, y'all are gonna make fun of me. I was that kid that was in everything. Like I was
overachiever.
Oh my God, I was homecoming queen. I was the class president for 3 years. I was in student government for 3 years. The elite show choir for 3 years. I was in History Honor Society, National Honor Society. I was in a writing club.
Wow.
I don't even know how I ended up in there. I just like the teacher. So I was
That's
that
like
kid.
parallel to Chaz Corona, man. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I want to sign one thing. And Rock, you tell me what I'm saying, okay? Let me see if I can do it.
Oh, I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah. Like this, and you go.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You know what's so funny? When I say, oh yeah, I signed a bit, people are like, do you know what this means? Ding, ding, ding. And I'm like, I have no idea.
Does that mean I gotta take a shit or what?
This means I got to shit.
Oh.
Pull your thumb.
Okay, I'll be telling my wife that when I got it.
Goodness.
Yeah.
She can probably smell it.
Just make eye contact with her and just do it.
Yeah.
And she'll just know. I love it.
Why is it like that? It's like a turtle head, right? Like
Yeah, you're like pulling. Like
yeah. Okay, there we go.
I gotta go.
Should be pushing, but.
So you were an overachiever in high school then, in school. You wanted to be in everything. Miss
little bit.
Popular and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Here and there. I don't know, but I also had, this is so funny, and like to this day I will always cherish this moment. Somebody wrote in the stall the year that I was going for homecoming queen, stop Gabby Martinez 2020. And I felt so honored because I never had my name written in a stall before, and I was like, this is my moment. So to this day, whoever wrote that, thank you.
So but 2020 there was school? I mean,
yeah,
it was COVID, wasn't it?
It was literally like I was running. Oh, this was for prom queen. We stopped school in March, like the second week of March, because Florida.
It was spring break.
Yeah,
that's
Florida
when it
was
hit.
like,
that's when shit hit the fan, and we were locked down.
Everybody was locked down, and they were at first. They were like it took Florida a long time to really shut down everything.
It took COVID to stop Gabrielle 2020. That's what it was. Right?
Oh my God.
I guess so.
I mean, no, they didn't stop you. You went forward with winning homecoming queen and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
well, that's with everything, though. Like, people are always going to say what they want to say. It's up to you whether you listen.
There you go. Now, you went to Spain. What was that all about? You got 19 years old. You go to Spain.
The best decision I ever made, honestly. I think everyone should take a solo trip at least once in their life.
Okay.
You find out a lot about yourself. And I knew no Spanish, like barely. Like, I was like, agua, hola. That was it. Like, and I walked out, but the people there in Spain, they're so kind and they're so understanding. And so they automatically, like, I met these girls at a cafe I was at, and they just sat with me and talked to me for 2 hours. One of them knew a little bit of English, and they just taught me Spanish. But it was like Spaniard Spanish. So, like,
yeah, it's different.
Vale, for everything.
Yeah.
Like, here, people are like, hey, like.
Chale.
Yeah, but they're like, vale. Like, if I'm like, are you hungry? Vale.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Vale. Like, everything is vale. But I loved it. It was super cool. And
over here, they end that with madre. Vale madre. Right? I'm serious.
I know. I believe you.
Here in the valley.
I believe you.
So you went to Spain and then you came back. So it was just a trip for a couple of weeks or what?
I went for a month.
For a month, okay.
Yeah, I was out here.
And then you came back. And was that when this American Idol deal came up, or because
you saw that too?
I saw. Well, we have it. Put it up, babe. Let's check it out.
Oh, please, no.
Yeah, put it on.
Oh, jeez.
This is going back.
Rain is blowing in your face. When the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear, and there's no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for 1,000,000 years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet.
Did they tell you to stop there or what?
Oh,
Did
my
they
God.
cut you off or what? What happened there?
Oh, my God. I can't believe you just played that. I'm literally like.
How old were you there?
I was 15.
15?
Freshly
Okay.
15.
Oh, okay. So
I was so scared to go into that room. Oh my God, you can hear them. I'm like, when rain is blowing. Yeah, but they stopped me and they just gave me the ticket to go to the front and the line. It's like when you audition for shows like that, there's so many things you have to do before you get to the TV round. So this round, they were like, okay, you're going to go sing in front of the producers now. Here's the golden ticket to get to the front of the line. And then I didn't make it past there.
No.
But
so then it was just Tampa Bay, and after Tampa Bay, you didn't get to make it to the other places.
I didn't make it. They were, that was, it was an experience. They were just like, hey, you're not really what we're looking for right now.
Do you think those shows are predetermined? Do they already have their winner? Even they just go through all the, they go through all the stuff that, getting people in to sing and all that. But at the end of the day, they've got their 3 people that
they're like,
gonna...
Jessica's going to win this one. No, they for sure know. It's like when they have a type that they're looking for. And I've talked to a lot of casting directors about certain things. And they're like, they go based off what's in.
What's trending.
Like who sounds like Ariana Grande? Who sounds like Jennifer Hudson? Who sounds like, it kind of like filters out. But I just wanted to do it. I don't even know. My mom was like, just go for it.
You got to.
She's always been that person. She was like, look, doesn't matter what it is. Like, you just got to go out there and you got to do it. Like, it's not, if it doesn't kill you, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Just go.
So your mom took you to that Tampa Bay Idol thing?
She did. Yeah, she did. Gisela.
Yeah.
Gisela.
And what did she say? Did she get mad when they didn't choose you after all?
No, my mom is.
They don't know what they're doing, mija. They're stupid. They don't know talent.
No,
right?
There were parents like that, though. There are parents like that.
I bet.
But no, my mom, when stuff like that happened, she's like, like it just wasn't your timing. And it's God's timing. Whenever he wants you to have something, it's going to happen. So,
So you were 15. That was 20. 2016?
Yeah.
2017?
2016.
And you were still living in Tampa Bay?
Yeah, I have lived in Texas. It just hit a year.
Oh, okay. So you just moved up.
Just hit a year, yeah.
What made you decide to move to Texas from Tampa Bay?
So
besides the beautiful weather, the hot weather we have here,
honestly, I will take this weather over the humidity any day.
We got a lot of humidity around here too. That's August.
You say that, and then somebody was like, "It's so humid," and I was like, "Y'all go to Florida."
Florida's
man.
bad, right?
Florida, like mosquitoes cling to you. Like they're like flesh. Like they're ready to go to you. You got to have bug spray. Like doesn't matter what you're doing. Like they're everywhere.
I could imagine the swamps and all that. Like Tampa Bay, is that town like McAllen, or is it like what? How big is it?
It is
because it's not like Orlando, right? Orlando's got Walt
they have
Disney.
their own football team. I mean, any town.
So it's like San Antonio then.
Yeah, basically.
Because San Antonio could have a football team.
They don't. Yeah.
Tampa's like a Houston, I would say.
Like that big?
Houston.
5 million people?
Not as big as but like the vibe. Okay. You know what I mean?
Metropolis, yeah.
Yes, and then you have the beach. You're only, 25 minutes away from St. Pete Beach, Clearwater Beach. It's called Clearwater.
And it's on the Gulf side, right? Is it on the Gulf side?
Yeah, we're on the Gulf. So, I mean, I'm the Little Mermaid. I go all up in that water. Like I'm like diving and stuff, swimming with dolphins. I don't even care. I'm like.
Have you been to the South Padre Island already, the beach here?
No, but.
Or have you been to Galveston, the Texas coast?
I've been to Galveston. I didn't really go. I didn't see the water as much. It was just for a performance. But every time I ask people from Texas, I'm like, how are your beaches? I get so excited because I'm a beach girl. And they're like, you're from Florida? I'm like, yeah. They're like, don't go to our beaches. I'm like, damn. What's in them? Like, can I not try them? Like,
chingos de caca y miau.
Oh my God. No, don't listen to him.
Just kidding.
No, South Padre is pretty nice.
It's because I would
South
imagine
Padre.
that the Gulf beaches, in Florida, the Gulf side, the beach is a lot different than the Atlantic side,
Yes,
right?
it is.
I mean, I would imagine.
Daytona's crazy. Like those waves will actually like suck you in.
Yeah.
If you're not careful. There's a lot more sharks over there too.
Yeah.
I mean, we have sharks in the Gulf, but like they just hang out.
So you moved to San Antonio. You said what made the decision? Who inspired you to move to San Antonio? Who told you got to go to San Antonio if you're doing what you're doing, or what?
Me.
Were you already recording Tejano when you were in Tampa Bay, or did you wait until you got here?
No, so it's actually crazy because so my backstory. I was still in college at the time. It was my last semester, and I went to Spain to find myself, to find what I wanted to do. And when I was in Spain, I just was like, I really want to do music. I just don't know how to get there. Like, I want to do it. That's what I want to do. And I prayed about it, and I was like, you know what? If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Then one day I made a little TikTok, and it blew up overnight. Like,
that's what it does, right?
Overnight.
TikTok?
Yeah, that's what it does. Yes, it does. And it blew up. And, I don't know. After that, I just got so hopeful that something was going to come. I got contacted by a label. And then I just started making music. I didn't really put a genre on it. It was just Latin to me. It was just,
Who's been guiding you? Who's been guiding you to do this? Do you have a mentor that's,
Yes.
helping you get in the studio and telling you, preparing everything for you to just go in and sing? Or
yeah, I mean, well, in terms of like a mentor, Shelly, for sure.
Okay.
Shelly Lattice has been, she's been the shit.
Little Miss Dynamite.
Little Miss Dynamite. She's
been here a few times.
She's definitely, I love her because she's not afraid to tell you the truth. Like if you're in the wrong, she's not even going to hide it. She's like, you're wrong. You're wrong and this is why, but this is how you can be better. She doesn't put you down. She always tells you how to be better. And I respect her so much for that,
Well, she's gone through the success and the mistakes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, she knows.
She's been through
She's been in the business, and she was in the business when it was pretty tough as well. Now, there was no social media. There was none of that, you know. And now, with the, invention of TikTok and all that stuff, I mean, there's a lot that can be done.
Yeah.
For artists.
Yeah. So I just started making music, and then I feel like Tejano adopted me more than anything, because I wasn't really, I'm from Florida, and we have Tejano in Tampa for sure. In Plant City, it's big. Like
there's raza over there.
There definitely is. And so, I was just like, oh, when I thought of Tejano, I thought of Selena. I'm going to be honest. That's the first person that came to mind, because that's who I grew up on. My mom showed me the Selena movie when I was like 6. Like, that's who I knew. But I got here and then they were like, oh, this is Tejano. And then I was like, Tejano? That's when I really started to get into it. I started finding out, who like Stephanie Montiel. They were like, I love her 'cause she's like so diva. I was like, she's so diva. Monica Saldivar, who's newer, but she's still, La Sombra. Because I started working with Mariano Herrera and Dusty down in Corpus. And they started doing my music with me. And Mariano would literally give me lessons on like Tejano history, like who's who in Tejano. And like he would show me videos,
the roots.
interviews. Yes. And so it was like, I'm not of Mexican descent. I'm not from Texas. But I don't think that really matters.
Did they tell you about Laura Canales?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dile tu esposa?
Yeah, I got
Yes.
that one. But
they just showed me that song. I was like, jump the whole time. I was like this. To that song.
this is the one I really like right here. The one I started the show
Yes.
with. Yeah. You had that mariachi song. It sounds pretty damn good.
Amores como tú.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're in a bar filming. You filmed the video in a bar.
A speakeasy. Yes.
Yeah.
In Houston. Heck yeah.
What other Mariano? What else did he teach you about as far as female Tejano legends and stuff like that? Besides Selena,
Stephanie Lynn.
Okay.
We got a Stephanie Lynn in there. The audience clap. Stephanie Lynn.
I remember her.
We went down the Shelly Lares rabbit hole, man.
Okay.
Like we started on like Ganas de Pesarte. By the end, we were on her 6th rendition of like Volver. Like we just Shelly, I think for me, not just because she is my mentor, but just her craft as an artist, like every single performance. Does not matter where she was. There could be like 20 people in the audience, 2,000 people. She like just gave it her all every single time. And like, I know a lot of artists, they'll get discouraged sometimes when they're like, no, the crowd's not feeding back. And it's like, you don't think of it like that. You're going out there because you're going to make at least one person smile. You're going to make at least one person enjoy what you're doing. So that's all you got to think
Are
about.
you just doing the music, or do you have another side hustle job or anything like that up in San Antonio? Okay, well, hold on. Don't tell me yet, because we're going to go to Chaz. But when we come back, we're going to find out what she does on the other side. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to Chaz, see if anybody has any questions for Gabriela. And we want to thank Chorizo de H&H. Órale, asústame one time. Local family brand, same great taste, and they're at H-E-B already, ladies and gentlemen, valley-wide. You can also find them at Lord & Mo's in Harlingen, A.B. Lopez 7 stores, Carnicería de Valle 5 locaciones, Ruben's Grocery in McAllen, and Aguilar Supermarket, both Edinburgh locations, San Juan and Mission, Charlie's Meat Market in Elsa, and Salinas in Mercedes. And, man, look at that. Un choricito bien sabroso.
Delicious.
Prendes el bote, le pones el grill ahí, le pones el sartenito y le echas un chorizo y lo haces. Y no te va a saltar.
Oh my God,
You don't
I
have
love
to worry
chorizo.
about it. You put the chorizo in there, you start break up some, mira nomás, un taquito de sausage, fajita y choriqueso. Look, you see anything, it's not spitting out any grease. That's the lean stuff. That's the good stuff right there. So make sure to go out and get it at H-E-B. We've got the list of the H-E-Bs.
Yes, I showed it just a little earlier, but I'm going to put it back up.
Okay, Brownsville, San Benito, Harlingen, Mercedes, Weslaco, El Sedana, San Juan, Far, and Edinburgh. And, it makes us really happy, and we're honored to have been a part of Chorizo H&H and their success.
Awesome.
Because they started out like a mom and pop. They were huge in the 70s, but then it went out of business, and then the son Lebo brought it back, and it's something that's traditional, and we want to congratulate them, man, because being at the H-E-Bs isn't easy. They have to make space for you, and the only way they'll make space for you is if your product is good. And let me tell you, their product is amazing. When you find out H&H Chorizo is now sold at H-E-B, you go over there, and if it's not at your H-E-B, you tell the market manager que vale más que compren y traigan el chorizo de H&H, porque lo quieres comprar. Órale. Saludito para la familia Hinojosa. Their perseverance is absolutely amazing. Also,
Perseverance.
Wow,
Hey, bro. SATs.
Let me tell you, I would talk to Lebo, and Lebo's working out at the oil fields and stuff and doing this too.
Wow,
So he's
that's
like,
awesome.
I mean,
He had to,
And I was like, man, I'm going to try to help you as much as I can, bro. I believe in the product,
Intestinal fortitude.
Yeah, so the guy's, he's up there and he's about my age, he's a little older than me. But him and his family, his daughters are helping him out. So we congratulate them for their success with Chorizo de Achache. But you know what? When something is good, nothing's going to stop it. No. Nothing's going to stop it. So
if you make a quality product, people will pay.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Or they'll cry about it not being available.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So we want to thank also Cobra's Bar and Grill, McAllen, Texas, ladies and gentlemen. It's 2005 West Nolan Avenue, McAllen. Open Thursday through Saturday. This Thursday and every Thursday, they have Noche Frontera, all right? So if you like that kind of music, Tejano, Norteño, DJ Colonel Chris is the guy that's spinning it all, and they'll throw in some country as well. Free dance classes by Blanca Elvira as well, and everything starts at 8 o'clock. 18 plus welcome. Cobras, Frontera, Noche Frontera on Thursday nights. And then Friday night and Saturday night, they've got a big old Tejano weekend. Saturday night, you've got the Desperados, Mike and Lee, and they're going to be in town. And I contacted Mike to see if he'd come on the show.
What did he say?
I told him we're only 5 minutes from the club. So he said he'd get back with me. It depends on timing, right? And so it'll be interesting to have him on because, of course, he was part of that incident where he punched his brother Lee punched somebody. Then Bobby Sanchez is Friday night. He's going to kick it off there at Cobra's Bar and Grill. So, hey, ladies and gentlemen, put your dancing shoes on. Go out, grab yourself a cold beer. They got the coldest beer in town, a little bucket. Get some, and if you're hungry, you get hungry. Sometimes the wife wants to leave a little early because she's hungry. No, you don't have to. They got some amazing appetizers there. Taquitos and mozzarella sticks. No, hombre, qué bárbaro. Cállate, shut up. Con una fría. No, hombre. Asústame one time. Cobra's Bar and Grill. You probably bump into us this Saturday because I want to go talk to, even if Mike and Lee don't come on the show, I'm going to go to them, and I want to get to see the guys. I haven't talked to them in I don't know how many decades, all right?
Are they going to do a wrestling match as well?
Well, I don't know, man.
We'll see. Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, man.
Make the tag.
So let's go to Chaz, man. What's going on, Chaz? Anybody on the chat zone? Any questions for Gabriella?
Gabriella, just so you a little taste of the plethora of cities that we reach and abundance of. Like Riojas, he's in Denver, and then Antonio.
That's almost a tongue twister, right?
It is, right? Rock Riojas is in Denver.
Yeah,
I almost choked on. I almost died like AC/DC. Choked. And then Antonio, he's in Saginaw, Michigan.
Oh wow!
And then another Delma, she's in Adrian, Michigan.
Ooh.
Roger Ayala's in Laredo. Mr. Marquez, he's in Dallas. We'll see you at the Metallica show. But I wanted to ask you, Gabriela. Yes. Jason Borjas said when he heard you singing, he said, I hear a little bit of Selena in there. It's going to come up again and again and again, the comparisons to Selena. How do you feel about that, and what is your answer to the comparisons as it's going to come up, inevitably?
Yeah, so for me, who wouldn't want to be compared to Selena? That's like I'm like, hold on.
Well, thank you, right? It's like, thank you.
Yeah, right? Vocally, it's a huge, just, compliment. Because for me, Selena is somebody I always loved growing up, So I'm never going to shy away from the compliment. Thank you for the compliment. I just, I got to remember in other people as well that I am Gabriella. There's only one Gabriella, and there'll only ever be one Selena, you know? It's not I'm not, in any way trying to imitate anyone. It's just, I think people just hear it. I don't hear it.
I've had those comments as well on the social media. I've seen them.
Oh, and I saw your video, the one where you have a red skirt.
Yeah, amor.
Yeah, and I was here, you can't help but think and hear. You do hear it.
Yeah.
You know what? Selena's like in every female singer right now. I mean, she's so inspiring. So many women were inspired when she passed away. They were like little girls. They wanted to be the next Selena,
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's amazing to be able to, be compared to Selena.
That's what I'm like, hey, there's other people I could be compared to that, I'm like, because some people, it's funny. I have trolls, obviously. The trolls. But one of my favorite comments was Selena from Wish. They were talking about me. And I was like, damn.
Que gacho.
Dollar Tree Selena. I was like, dang, I can't at least be Walmart Selena? Like, come on, guys.
Let's make it Target. Come on, work with me, people.
What the hell is Wish?
You don't know what Wish is? It's like a joke. It's like just very cheap.
Make a
you know,
wish.
like-
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
We're educating you
Yeah,
today.
well,
Today.
a Gen Z educating, Gen X.
It
right,
is.
over
It is
here.
a bit of a Gen Z, you know. Yeah, like insult. It's like, wow, you're the Wish version of Marilyn Monroe. or
It's like
you know.
dope, man. It's dope, bro.
Oh yeah,
Right?
that's dope.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we say
dope.
that. I
Yeah.
say dope a lot. Yeah, that's dope. You know?
I am the Wish version of John Stamos.
Yeah.
There you-
You know who? Does she even know who John
John,
Stamos
of
is?
course.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
okay.
Extra, extra. And he was on Saved by the Bell too, no?
No, he was on Full House.
House.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
House.
Uncle Jesse.
yeah.
I'm thinking of the other guy. What's his name with the pretty dimples?
Zach Morris.
No.
Mario Lopez.
Mario
Mario
Lopez. I'm like the one with the pretty dimples. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, John Stamos. He was in Uncle Jesse.
Mario Lopez comes to McAllen every Christmas.
Does he really?
Yeah, he's always at the parade here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
And he goes and
Mario.
hangs out and stuff here.
Hi, Mario.
He's
Hello.
he's our ethnically appropriate celebrity.
Oh,
Yeah.
ethnically appropriate. That's good that you said
One
that.
more question. Hey, Gabriella, this is from Sal in the house, who's a dedicated chatter. How was it like working with Smooth Vega?
Orale.
Ooh.
I see his clips on Instagram. He's got a podcast.
He's got a podcast, the Smooth Vega podcast. So it's funny because I just did a show opening for Louis the singer. I don't know if y'all
That's a
heard.
country guy?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. Louis and I are friends, and Smooth and I.
It's like country rap, right? What he does, what
It's
Louis
like
does.
country, yeah. But he sings really well.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he does both. So he's definitely bringing a new flavor, a new type
It's
of.
it's
you
all
know?
about fusing.
It
It's
is.
about putting,
Because it's gonna get your attention, regardless if you're like, oh, he sucks. You still watched the video, didn't you?
when you
Yeah.
make food, you put all kinds of little, ingredients into it, and it comes out delicious,
And-
right?
Exactly. So I love what they're doing, and with Smooth, there was a show in San Antonio, and Louis called me up, and he's like, "Hey, I was wondering, I really wanted you to be my opener," and I'm like, "Hell yeah, I'll be there!" Like, when it's it was a great audience, great energy. It was at Paper Tiger, and then Smooth and I, we've been talking. He's giving me a lot of great advice.
What does Smooth do? I don't know him personally. I just
Everything.
started seeing him, and he's got the podcast. He's very blunt.
Yeah.
He's very transparent, and he
Oh.
says what he feels.
Yes.
And I like that. I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I haven't reached out to him or anything. But I am a fan of his stuff. He's
Yeah.
got some good stuff.
He's he does everything.
So
Like,
besides podcasting, what he does music, he's a producer or anything like that?
yeah,
or-
I think eventually I know his goal is to be like one of the greatest music executives like ever. Like,
Yeah.
he wants to get there, and they've been doing a lot of work. Like they just had multiple Rancho Humilde, that label, Jimmy Humilde.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? He they met up with him, CMT Awards is following Louis now. Like they're doing a lot. They're doing a lot. And
Connections.
and just putting yourself out there. And that's the thing that you gotta do. You can't be afraid. It doesn't matter if you're told no a million times. You just gotta put yourself out there, because you never know what door you're gonna break down.
You never
So
know.
that's what he's been doing.
110% all the way every time you do
Yep.
something. That's what you
Yep.
got to do. But no, I like Smooth Vega. I'd like to invite him on the show, and
Do it.
I'd like to do his podcast too, man. It'd be awesome.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Reach out. He's in Dallas area, so yeah, he's a
Orale.
super cool dude. So yeah, for sure, y'all can.
Well,
get
we'll
connected.
be in Arlington over there at this month, so we'll see.
Smooth, this is your
Maybe we
sign.
can go see him or something.
I'm
Or-
a
Yeah,
face-
good idea.
I'm a
we got that
FaceTime him.
Saturday off,
Yeah.
So, right. So going back to you making a living off of just music, or do you have a side gig, a side hustle, or a full-time job, or what do you do?
Yeah, me and Trap Money Lily, we got a little side gig.
All
I'm just kidding.
right. Besides making all that social media money, right?
I'm kidding. No, yeah, I actually do make money from social media.
I would imagine most women do.
Brand deals, hey.
Us guys, we can't make a damn penny out of that shit.
No, but you can. I've seen men do it.
Yeah.
I do brand deals, and I literally just go live,
Mm-hmm.
and then people give gifts, and then I get paid through Facebook and Instagram as well from like just being active.
What's the
and
most you've made in 1 month on Facebook or on social media?
Yeah.
on social media? The most so far was like.
Talking to the mic. I want to hear this. Really nice. There
Oh
you
my
go.
goodness, am I gonna get
There you go.
robbed?
That's where I
I'm
like
just
it.
kidding.
Right there.
Make it echo rock.
Yeah.
The most I made in like a month was like 600 to 700.
Okay, that's good.
But I had like 2 to 3 brand deals going on. And then
that's money besides that.
Yeah. Besides and then I work as a server as well. So.
Oh yeah, where at?
PF Chang gang.
Oh shoot, I love PF Chang's.
Me too, y'all.
Is it the one in Cantera in the Cantera Mall over there?
It is in San Antonio. Yes.
Yeah, my friend Carlito took me there a long time ago.
Really?
I mean, back in the late 90s, probably.
Yeah, it's been there for a minute, but I'm actually leaving very shortly because I'm moving to Houston.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Why is that?
I'm working with Baby Bash at the moment. And my label's in Houston. I keep going back and forth to Houston for studio time. There's just a lot of things in Houston right now that I'm like, why not just take the leap?
Houston has a great rap scene, man, with D Baby.
I know, I need to start rapping.
Mexican OT, and you've got Bo Bundy. And I mean, there's a lot of music going on in Houston.
I'm gonna start doing it all. I'm gonna rap now. I might do some country.
Well, that's what I was thinking. It's like when I saw you singing and you speak English. I mean, you could probably sing anything. Do you plan to do any other genre besides Tejano? Are you gonna expand your horizons?
Yes, and I owe a lot of that to Baby Bash himself and Gold Toes, my label, because. Gold Toes called me up one day and he was like, so Baby Bash wants to have a studio session with you. And I'm like, why? Like, what did I do? I was like, I don't know why. I felt like I was in trouble or something. Like, I was like, really? What are we going to sing? Does he do Spanish? And he was like, no, he actually wants to try something with you. Like, we'll just see how you like it. Why not? And he introduced me. What I've always listened to this style of music. It's like Motown style oldies, but he calls them soldies. They're the new oldies. And Baby Bash he actually has an album of them. Yeah. Like he's been working on this, and we were in the studio and I had this beat and they were like, just go in there and just whatever comes out your mouth, like just let it come out. Don't even worry, just whatever. Natural. Within the first take, I don't know why or how my body just like it like came out of my ass. Like a whole melody, like just boom. And then for some reason in the middle, I was singing like, I just kept going, oh my, oh my, oh my, I need your love now. Like I kept saying that for the middle piece. And then we ended up making a song called Oh My within 3 hours. Wow.
That's, a lot of legendary songs and albums have been recorded like in minimal time.
Yeah, it was crazy because it didn't happen like that the next time I was in the studio. It took a little bit longer, but no, he tested my boundaries.
Yeah, your abilities and your boundaries.
Yes, because I think a lot of times when people get into one genre, and at this time I'm still figuring out what I want to do. I'm so fresh to this, and Tejano's been so great. The genre has been so great. I've learned so much.
But the idea is to take over the nation.
Just do you. Just do what your heart feels. And I've always listened. Like I've always loved that.
There's nothing wrong
sound.
There's nothing wrong with putting your stamp on Tejano and then moving on to put a stamp on something else.
Yeah, you just gotta do it. You gotta do. You do what speaks to you. That's what I tell everybody. Whatever you feel. If you wanna be a yodeler and go up in the mountains, you do that.
But if you've got a guy like Baby Bash, that guy's a hit maker, He can make a hit, and turn you into, the girl with the long nails and all that bling on and everything. And and
the girl with the long nails. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, just don't turn into the love and hip hop type of chick. You know what I mean? We watched that show. It's crazy. Do you ever watch that?
I watched the Cardi season when Cardi B was on there. Oh my gosh. I love Cardi B.
The other day we were watching a video of one of them getting arrested. She was Stevie J's wife, right? The Puerto Rican girl. What's her name?
Jocelyn.
Jocelyn?
Oh, yeah.
Did you see her?
I didn't see her. I know what you're talking about.
Get closer to the mic. Move the mic a little more because I hear a lot of ambience.
So with Love and Hip Hop, I really watched the Cardi season, but it's like my guilty pleasure reality TV show.
Of course. Everybody's
like, I hate the Kardashians. They suck. I'm like, yeah. And me watching Kylie, like, I love Kylie Jenner. I don't even care. I admit it. I'm a Kylie stan. But that's my guilty pleasure is all those shows. Love and Hip Hop, Love Island, like Too Hot to Handle. Like, that's when no one's watching, like when no one's looking at me, I'm like under my blanket watching stuff and
Yeah.
like binge eating my ice cream.
Well, this
Love
Jocelyn girl, she's Stevie J's baby's mama. That's what you say now, right?
Yeah.
It's not his wife. It's a baby mama, right?
I love that.
She was arrested at some award show, and they had to drag her out, and it was crazy, right, babe?
It was embarrassing. It was bad. It was
You
At
haven't
an
seen that
award
video?
show.
Yeah, so it was like a BET Awards, I think. or something
Oh,
like that.
okay.
And I thought, because I always try to find the line between reality and and non-reality.
Yeah.
And I was like, is this a setup or
Is
is
it a
it
work?
really happening?
Is it like, is she actually getting arrested or are those actors? Like,
Yeah, because a scene like that will get her name all over the place the next day, and she'll start trending, and it's all about trending now.
And then you have promotional deals. People are like, support my Gatorade brand because
Yeah.
you got in this. Like it's bad publicity sometimes is.
Well, for her, it'd have to be like an anger management pill. She says,
Yeah.
she's like, because she went nuts on the cops, and she was calling them all kinds. It was crazy.
Really? I
Yeah.
didn't know. I didn't see. There's so many things I see like on TikTok specifically where people are like the Karens and like you see how people treat one another sometimes. It's so sad, man. Like
Yeah.
it's really getting like, not saying that there's amazing people in the world, but the stuff you see now, it's like, man, like this is real. Like this stuff happens.
Yeah.
You just gotta stay positive. That's the main thing. Your mindset's gotta be in the right space.
Always.
Always.
The good thing is you can consume something that'll make you mad. You can then move on to consume something that'll make you feel better. And so there's all kinds of stuff on the internet.
Of course, yeah.
And social media and stuff like that. And you were talking about trolls and stuff. I was like my daughter, she gets kind of pissed off because they put shit about me on certain, like behind the scenes. Some artists have been put it up, and it's like fuck Rock and Roll James and shit. And I'm like, and I told my daughter, that's great. People that don't know who Rock and Roll James is going to say, well, why fuck him?
is
Let me
he?
see him. They're going to go to my platform. They're going to see what I do, and they might like it and become a fan. I mean, out
never know.
of some guy's hate or some person's hate.
I wanted to apologize for that, Rock.
Yeah. Pinche Chaz.
I was in a bad mood.
No, but my mom is like, she's like, take down the mean comments, Gabby. Like, don't keep them up. I'm like, no. Keep them up, because one of my favorite things about my trolls on any social media is there's the super diehard fans. And my fans, they'll drag them. So I don't have to say a thing. They can literally say, this girl can't sing. She sucks, right? I kid you not. And like Lily can contest to this. At least 5 people will go under the comment, yeah, and who are you? That's why you're ugly. That's why I hate you. Like they just, and I'm like, okay, guys, stop the violence. But like, I don't have to do anything because.
But
your
when they
fans will.
comment, their friends see that they commented on there, and then they'll go and they'll see your name, and they'll say, well, who's this? And then they're going to listen to you, and they're going to say, I'll be the judge for myself.
Exactly.
Everybody wants to
You gotta
give their
leave
own
it up.
opinion, right?
Leave up the negativity.
Yeah.
Let people talk.
Déjalo que sea.
Yeah.
I tell, my friends, my wife, my, Chaz, they're engaging about us. They're engaging about us.
Right.
And that's what it's all about now. People engaging about, and that's what picks up the trending and all that stuff. I mean,
All that.
it's crazy. I was just talking to somebody, and we're talking about how TV and radio and all that is not going to be the same in 4 years. It's going to be a very different, atmosphere as far as the way people consume their news, their music, their entertainment. There's just so much stuff out there.
Yeah, no, there is.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have 10 questions for Gabriella here.
Uh-oh.
And they're all about Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
Oh, I failed already. I'm sorry.
Were we talking about Ronald Reagan on the show or off the show?
I forgot.
No, it was on
the
because
show, on the
I
show.
mentioned Newt Rockney, right?
Yeah,
The movie.
then I
The
said he never
Gipper.
dyes his hair.
Yeah. All right. And this is brought to you by Top Floor Classic Cars, ladies and gentlemen. Man, if you like classic stuff,
I do.
this is classic. Top Floor is classic. And they're in Brenham, Texas, ladies and gentlemen. And we want you to give them a call just in case you're interested in any type of the vehicles they've got. You can go to their website, topfloorcars.com, check out all their inventory. Look at that troquita, man. That is awesome. Beautiful little truck. And, man, they've got all kinds of vehicles from all years, from the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and they also work with consignment. So if you have an oldie that you want to sell, you can call them up, call Carlos or Tony, and ask them if you could put the car on the lot and it'll sell quick. 979-337-1006. Not only will you be on the lot, they'll put you on the website as well so people can look up the vehicle, and if they're interested, they'll buy it. Man, it's awesome. 301 South Market Street in Brenham, right smack in the middle of beautiful little old school town, Brenham, Texas. Classic cars and trucks sold worldwide from Germany to Australia and all over the United States of America. Wow. They have a YouTube channel, and you can get on topfloorcars.com, and then you can click on the YouTube icon and you can check out all their videos. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing. But follow them, subscribe to their channel, and that way every time they pop up a new car or a new oldie, you'll get wind of it right away. Also want to thank Joe's Master Service Center. All right, Joe's Master Service Center. We've got a special word from Joe right here.
I'm Joe from Joe's Master in Edinburgh. Most drivers don't realize that wheel alignments play an important part in the life of their new and used vehicles. At Joe's Master, we offer a lifetime alignment for as long as you own your vehicle. Simply pay a one-time fee and return every 6 months or 6,000 miles for your free alignment. And we'll make sure your car, truck, or SUV is serviced right. We're conveniently located 3 blocks north of the courthouse in Edinburgh. Call or text 956-383-1882 or visit my website, joesmaster.com.
It's the brotherhood. Make sure to go out there, talk to him. You need anything done for your vehicle, tires, oil change, everything, air conditioning. And right now, like I turned on my awesome Versa.
Your silver bullet?
My 2009 Versa with the Porsche doors, or what is it? Those
Lamborghini
doors?
The suicide doors?
No, just kidding. But I turned on the AC and it gave this smell. And what happens?
Like remojado?
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened to my car yesterday.
The filter, it gets dirty. And then when you turn it on, the smell of the filter comes into the cabin of the vehicle.
Yeah.
And it smells horrible. You need to get that changed. If that's happening to you, that's probably what it is. So go talk to Joe's Master and he'll fix it for you. All right?
I need to take in my car.
All right. Your car still doing it?
This morning it did.
Mine did it just like yesterday.
Well, this morning from school to my meeting.
And the heat that we've got triple digit numbers as far as temperatures are concerned. We've had that for the past 2 weeks, and it's going to be like that for the next 2 weeks. It's probably like a record longest time in triple digit temperatures here in South Texas. But that shit fucks up your car too. Your battery. If I woke up one morning, the battery was gone, and I get to work, and my coworker showed up late because her battery was gone. I was like, what?
Crazy.
So it's what happens is the heat makes the acid in the battery boil, and it ends up screwing up the battery. Also, your tires. You need to make sure they got that air in them, man. And so take care of your car. That's what gets you back and forth, all right?
Yes.
Mi silver bullet, papa, asústame one time. All right, so 10 questions for Gabriella. I think you probably answered this one earlier. Okay. Which movie has had the biggest impact on you and why?
Oh, biggest impact. Shoot. That's a good one.
Like it scared you more than anything, or it inspired you to do what you're doing now, or, just had an impact on you.
Honestly,
like that movie was so awesome. It really blew my mind,
I would honestly say, that's a documentary. It doesn't count. Do documentaries count as movies?
Why not? Go ahead.
The Shania Twain documentary.
Okay, the Shania Twain.
I've never seen it.
I've never seen
it.
Why did that motivate you?
That one, because she, I have lupus, right? So I got diagnosed when I was 18, and so many things happened to my body after that. I started losing a lot of my hair. I have days where I cannot get out of bed. The fatigue takes over. My joints will lock. I can't move my fingers as well, and I just feel horrible, just awful. And she opened up about illnesses that she had, and she showed her whole life story in that, how she lost both of her parents at the same time. She talks about how, she started and there were no hits. There were no hits. It was nothing.
And then she married a big time producer.
Then she got with the producer,
John Mutt Lang.
Yeah, Mutt Lang.
That guy produced AC/DC Back in Black.
Yep. And she got, as soon as she, she was like, once you get with the right people and you just start doing, what you got to do, what speaks to you, doesn't matter about anything else. Everything's going to fall into place. And just seeing how she struggled, like she had so many jobs. She took care of her siblings and like, she was like, I had no hits, but now you see Shania Twain and all you think of is the hit maker. The lady that she had, I think it was platinum albums back to back to back. Three albums in a row.
I think she had a residency in Las Vegas as well.
Oh my gosh.
Sold out all the time.
It's just so inspiring because, you know, as an artist, there's so many times when you're like, I'm done. I can't do it. Like, what if I'm wasting my time? What if this isn't meant for me? What if I'm not good enough? Like all those thoughts, almost every night, like I have to tell myself to quiet them out, you know, because I know, you know, I'm religious and, you know, I'll pray about it.
Are you Christian or?
I'm Christian, yeah.
Okay.
And I'll pray about it. And I'm just like, you know what? I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring, but I know that whatever's meant for me will come to me. So you can't stress about it. And I don't know, that documentary was so good. Like I literally at this point, I think I've watched it 11 times. Like I watch it like just in the background too. Like when I'm getting ready, I'm like, yeah, Shania energy. Like I'm like channeling her for real.
You're the one I need or something. You're the one
Still the one I need.
Yeah, that was a big hit for her.
My mom loves that song.
Yeah.
She's like, what? Yeah.
But the guy that she married, I mean, the guy, Def Leppard, Pyromania. I mean, this guy was like, he had the connection.
And you can hear it in her, like, once she still did, like, country, that sound, but he adds that rock and roll sound into her sound. And, like we were saying, the fuses, they started, and that's
she was a crossover.
Yeah.
Because she was, like, country, and then she went crossover into pop.
Yeah, and she was like, country pop is what they call it.
When you do that, it's like, that's the biggest thing you could do is crossover.
Exactly, yep.
All right, what's your favorite type of music besides Tejano? You already said that. Motown, right? You like the Motown.
I love the oldies, man. I love all of it. Motown, man. Like, oh my gosh. Like, Etta James is like if I could, like, Etta James is like my girl. Like, she is that bitch. At last. Oh my gosh. I love, I'd Rather Go Blind, Sunday Kind of Love. Like, this is like, she is like, she's just that bitch. Like, I can't, Etta James, she's in my opinion probably one of the best.
Have you seen the movie Cadillac Records?
I saw some of it. I didn't fully finish it. I fell asleep at like 10. She was
in bad shape, man.
She
Heroin,
was,
all that stuff.
Yep. And
that's a very good movie to watch.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one, Chaz?
No, I haven't.
Cadillac Records.
And who plays Etta James?
It's Beyonce.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Beyonce.
She did a fabulous job, bro. I mean,
yeah, she ate. Yeah.
Especially when she was in the laying on the floor in the house, but all out of it, and it's pretty sad.
Did you see the Ray Charles film?
Oh my! I watched that movie when I was like 6 years old because I had a music teacher, and she was the first person. I'm forgetting her name. Oh my, Mrs. Cooper. There we go. From Mintz Elementary, Miss Cooper. None of the kids were interested. She was this black lady from the South, you know, and she was like real Southern. And none of the kids cared about the music she played. She would bring in her record player, her vinyls. And I would like go over to her and always ask her questions. I'm like, who is this? It was Ray Charles. It was Hit the Road Jack by Ray Charles. You know, hit the road, Jack.
And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more.
That's oh my God. I heard it. I was like, who is this? I want to hear another one. She played me, Well, I've Got a Woman way downtown. That song. And then we just went down the spiral of Ray Charles. She was like, okay, but have you heard of Marvin Gaye? I was like, who's Marvin Gaye? And I was in the after school program. She would be after school, and I would just sit in her room and just listen to records. And I asked my dad, I was like, who's Ray Charles? And he's like, oh, Jamie Foxx was in that movie. Because, you know, my dad's like, okay, Ray Charles. I know Jamie Foxx, you know? Yeah. So he showed me the movie, and I was literally like the whole time like,
another heroin addict.
Yeah.
I mean, they had their drugs. That's crazy.
It was so different back in that time because they didn't really know what we know now either.
But so like a blind guy doing heroin. I mean, it's like.
That was wild.
I mean, I would imagine, but it just, I don't know. I mean.
It was so.
What happens with these performers, I think, is that they have these freaking responsibilities that are way above the level of any other human.
Yes.
You know, like Michael Jackson when he died, he was working on a world tour. He had to get everything right, and they're under the scrutiny of the camera eye constantly ready to screw up. They want to show it. And so it's a lot of pressure. So they can't sleep, you know. They have to take those damn I went to go get a procedure there at the hospital, and they pumped me up with something to knock me out. And they said, this is the stuff that Michael Jackson used to sleep. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Damn. And I woke up and I was like, man, I was well rested and everything.
I think he OD'd on sleeping pills and like a combination of stuff, right?
He had a doctor. He had a physician at his house, I think, that would pump him up with some, what do they call this stuff
sedative? Was it like sedative?
Not a sedative, but babe, what's it called? That stuff that they put in you to put you to sleep? I mean, Chaz.
NyQuil?
NyQuil.
NyQuil.
That's what I use.
Codeine.
No, it's somebody will say it on there.
Oh my goodness.
There's a word for it. But anyway, so going back to Ray Charles.
I think it was Ray Charles, man.
Morphine.
No morphine.
Melatonin, no.
No.
Guys, we're stumped.
Anesthesia. Okay. I just wanted the generalization for it. Okay?
Yeah.
So the anesthesiast or anesthesiastic or whatever.
Anesthesiastic.
Wow.
He was very anesthesiastic about giving me the anesthesia, right? No.
Yeah.
And
Anyway.
excited.
So yeah, the stuff that were giving me the anesthesia, that was the stuff
That's crazy, man. 'Cause
to sleep. I mean, it's like
Michael
crazy.
Jackson was like one of he still is like, because I grew up, you know, when you get into Motown had everybody, man. They had Diana Ross, Marvin Gaye, Jackson 5. Like, they had Stevie Wonder. Like, all of the greats were coming through Motown at the time. So I was like, shoot, I got everything right here. Like, she just showed me, she opened that door for me, and then I don't know. I've always been drawn to it. Like, I think I was born in that time, and then whoever I came back as, she just wants to sing some oldies and tejanos.
It's that music, it's timeless.
It is.
You know,
It's going to make a comeback.
It's going to be great 100 years from now.
Oh, yeah. It's going to make a
I don't
comeback.
care what AI produces. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're saying that AI's already.
AI.
Okay, so let's get to the next question over here. Which Netflix series have you binged on?
Oh, my gosh. I am currently on Orange is the New Black.
Okay.
I know I'm about 12 years late from when it first released. But I didn't, it just popped up and it was like, you know, most searched, whatever. Mm-hmm. And I was like, Orange is the New Black. Like, it doesn't even, I don't know if it's going to be a good show, but then it said,
what's it about?
This always gets me. It's based on a true story, right?
Okay.
This lady, her name was Piper Chapman. She lived in upstate New York, had a wealthy life, you know, was your cookie cutter, amazing, you know, Piper Chapman. But her past was, when she got out of college, she was experimenting and she was a lesbian. But she was dating a drug dealer, but like one of the biggest drug dealers, like in New York at the time. And she did jobs for her. And then she ends up confessing, like her ex-girlfriend that was the drug dealer names her in court and was like, Piper Chapman was the one that did this with me. And so she ends up in prison, but she's like so cookie cutter, like so pristine, that she's in prison with like all these women and they're from the streets in New York.
All these ghetto chicks.
And she's just like, hi guys, I'm Piper. And they're like, F you. And she's like, okay. But it's so good. There's so much drama and it sheds so much light too on like the system and how screwed up, you know, a lot of the system is. And like, it's a good, y'all, I'm telling you, it sounds weird. And like, I was debating whether or not to watch it, but after the first episode, you're hooked. Mm-hmm. It's so good.
Orange is the New Black means that she's wearing an orange jumpsuit now. She's in prison.
Yeah, she's in prison.
Okay.
Homegirl is in prison. Like, I mean, she goes through it. It touches on everything. It's very real. I like shows that are real. Yeah. Like, I want to, you know, like, I'm very into like documentaries and like docuseries. Like, I like stuff like that.
Do you like Forensic Files and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to school for. I was gonna be, you know, what I wanted to do. I was gonna
My wife loves watching that stuff.
I love it. Oh my gosh, no, like I wanted to be the person that interviewed killers in the state of Florida.
Yeah.
And the person that shows up to the crime scene as the psychologist to kind of like analyze the photos, analyze what happened. So when you talk to the killer, you're like, okay, I saw that this was in this room. Why did you put that there? Like, that would be my job. Mm-hmm. but then I ended up singing. So
My
here we
wife,
are.
she finds these shows on Netflix, like the pharmacist, right? Was it the pharmacist?
Yeah, the pharmacist. I
About
watched
you
the
know,
pharmacist.
there was a pharmacist in Louisiana, and he kept getting like prescriptions for painkillers,
Mm-hmm.
and he said this is kind of funny. Something's going on.
Yeah.
So he goes and he follows him, and there was this doctor that was just doling out prescriptions for Xanax and,
Wow.
codeine. What is it? What's it called?
I don't know the name of it.
Yeah,
but-
the painkillers, right?
Yeah.
Oxycontin and stuff
There you
like
go.
that.
It was
Yeah.
Oxycontin.
So he'd go there like at 1 a.m, and
1,
there was
2 in
like
the
a
morning.
group of people outside the doctor's office.
People would camp out in like their vehicles to wait for her
No.
to take them in.
Yeah. So he
Way.
said, I need to do something. So he kind of like brought the shit down, and it's really
It's
interesting.
super interesting.
I love that. That's my type. Like, I will sit there and everybody's like, do you want to watch like, like a random, let's watch Ginny and Georgia, like something upbeat and fun. I'm like, how about we watch The Killer Files? Because I think it'd be like, I'm so like, oh my God. And I'm like, I've always been so intrigued with the human mind. So I got my degree in psychology because I was like, like, I
Isn't
wanna
that
learn
what you
more.
are, Chaz?
Yeah. I
He's-
teach psychology at STC. I'm a psychology instructor.
Really? Okay.
And I do cover serial killers and the chapter of deviance.
Yeah.
And I do cover like
There
And he
was-
manipulates our minds daily over here. Every
I
time we do the
bet.
show, he
I bet.
manipulates
Shoot, I
us.
bet. No, but there's so much you learn, like bystander effect, halo effect, like so many, like when we got on, killers like Bundy. Why were
Ted Bundy.
so many women were attracted to him? Why? Because he had that halo effect. You would never think somebody could do something to you like him.
You know, it's
You
crazy.
trust,
My wife, I wanted to mention that she also found one about a man that was like imprisoned. What was that one, babe?
Which one?
The one that was in prison, that man that was in prison, and his kids, like he was innocent, about the lady falling off the stairs and stuff.
Oh yeah, the
What was the name of that one?
the staircase.
The staircase.
It was called The Staircase.
Staircase,
The one about the
Yeah.
staircase.
Because
What's it
she fell down the stairs and died, and they were pinning it on him that he'd killed her.
Yeah.
And he wasn't. He was innocent, and it's just like you were talking about the
Stuff
justice
like
system.
that. Yeah.
And then, speaking of serial killers, we went back down into the Narcos Mexico rabbit hole, right?
Oh yes.
And
Oh,
so we're like
snap.
on the third season, right?
Oh snap.
And in the third, have you seen those? The third season?
No,
the
I
first-
like the theme song though.
Okay. Well, Narcos Mexico, in the third season, it's when Carrillo Fuentes becomes the biggest drug lord in Mexico. And there's also a parallel story going on with a cop from Mexico that is approached by a lady with a picture of a daughter and says, I can't find my daughter. I can't find my daughter. So he goes into the rabbit hole of trying to find out what happened. So he ends up, I don't want to tell you everything.
Yeah, don't say.
But it was during the time when they were finding young women dead all over Juarez.
So sad. Oh my
And
God.
they found them like in this area, and it was just a massive amount of dead women. And they were
So sad,
really
man.
tortured. And I was like, man, they never caught anybody there. They never caught anybody.
Nope.
And it
No.
could still be going on. I don't know.
You got to be careful, especially for the women. It's I know men too. It's not just women, but you got to really be on your guard. I've had some crazy stories, especially in Tampa. We're right by a port, so there was a lot of sex trafficking things. They found a ring of like 60 people in Tampa, and they broke it down and they arrested everybody. But it's like, that's scary. That's your neighbor. That's your classmate. That's your cousin, your sister. Like, you got to be really cautious of everything. And it's,
San
don't be-
Antonio's a big city. You got to be careful of it.
yes, don't be paranoid of everything. Like, still live, but just do it with caution, So,
You have to be vigilant.
yes.
Yeah.
and aware too.
Yeah.
Real quick, hey Gabriella, real quick. There is an Australian version of Orange is the New Black, and it's better.
No way.
I actually prefer it. And when you're done with that one, check out that one. I forgot what it's called.
Is it like the same exact story? Or?
It's very similar, but it's more violent and a little more graphic. It's really good. So.
Okay,
Do you
word.
watch the Dubai one? The bling in Dubai? What,
Oh my God, no, because it makes me feel really poor. And I can't.
What's the premise of that?
Dude,
They're
it's-
just rich.
It's just rich people, man, and they're like in Dubai, and you know, what, babe, give us a little in a
my
nutshell.
goodness.
What's the
they're
name of
just-
the show?
Yeah, Dubai Bling.
Dubai Bling.
Is
yeah.
it like lifestyles of the rich and famous,
Like
but modern?
rich isn't even a word. They're like
outrageously?
it's like insane. I'm
Right,
bored,
yeah.
so I bought a new private jet today. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you pay my car payment?
One of the
Like-
one of the guys has a wife, and the wife, she wants another house. I mean, she just wants another house, and she's real picky about it, right?
So
babe?
you're saying they're on the Rick Rody's level of
yeah.
of
They're
wealth,
like,
Shout out to Rick Rody's.
playland.
no, it's insane. Like the fact that people just have so much money, you know.
Yeah.
But that's how they just live so lavishly. Like everything is like 24 karat gold.
I
like,
crack up with that stuff. It's
oh
crazy.
my gosh, she's like, I'll only eat off a plate if it's like made out of diamonds. It's like, okay.
I feel rich because I got this free shirt.
Heck yeah.
Hey,
Joe's Master Service. Check it out.
hey, dude, there's even Housewives of Dubai, and David Bowie's Iman wife,
Yeah.
former wife or his widow, right?
Yeah.
Iman is like, she's like the head chick there, man. She's like,
No way.
yeah, she's like an instigator. I mean,
She's real bad. I don't like that. I don't like that.
she's very, yeah, she's se la
Imani,
cree
the
bien chingona.
model.
Iman, the
well,
model.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what is that called, babe? It's Housewives of Dubai.
I think it's the Housewives of Dubai.
Is that on Netflix or is it
I
on?
don't know. I don't remember.
It might be. Netflix has everything,
Yeah.
honestly.
You watch Yellowstone?
No, but I
Oh my
actually.
goodness.
Oh my god.
First person I know.
Sorry.
We want to thank you for stopping by.
Lily hasn't watched it either.
What? You guys?
Where can- I
what
actually-
is happening?
It's about there. I know there's Native Americans in there as well, and they basically get into the history of that. Because there was a thing on TikTok. It was a very sad scene though. It made me like really sad. They like
It's a
cut the
great
girl's
show.
hair, and I was like crying at 2 a.m. on TikTok over a show. Like for real, I was like, "Can I watch this? Can I handle it?" But I'll get into it. If you guys say it's good, I'll
yeah,
take your
no,
word.
it's awesome. It's awesome.
I
How
will.
about Breaking Bad? Did you ever watch Breaking Bad?
Oh, the guy that the really smart guy, the scientist that makes the drugs and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that's
I watched a little bit. Yeah, my dad liked that show a lot, actually.
yeah. That's
Breaking
a good
Bad.
one. All right. So, what is your favorite food or cuisine, and why do you enjoy it so much?
Quesadillas.
Quesadillas?
Yes.
Órale.
Quesadillas.
From Taco Palenque?
Honestly,
My wife dubbed it Taco P, by the way.
Taco Pete. No,
Yeah, like Mickey D, Taco P.
I like it. No, Taco Palenque has good ones. There's one in San Antonio actually. It's like a little like it's not a bus. It's like a corner. It's in like its own little corner. It's like a little shop, like a taqueria.
Those are the
But
best. Mom and pop holding
I
the
don't
walls.
even know the name of it. I just stumbled upon it, and now I know exactly where it is. So I just show up there. But they make the best quesadillas I've had in my entire life. They know me so much there that when I come in, they're like the same thing. I'm like, yes, please. Like I get the same thing. My quesadillas are a little different though. I do cheese, steak, carne asada, black beans, and lettuce.
Órale. Try to stay a little
Yeah.
healthy. A little
Yeah,
healthy.
a little bit with the lettuce.
I don't think the black beans make you fart as much as pinto beans, right? That's like,
No, but they didn't even sell black beans though. They for real, like they did not sell black. They were like, we don't have black beans here. We have refried beans, you know. And I was like, oh, that's okay. I'll try those. And so I tried them. It was good, you know, the first time. And then they literally, after like my third time going there, started buying black beans
Órale.
because I went in there so much. I tipped them nice too. I'm like, guys, please, like they got me black beans. Those Goya black beans.
Yeah,
man.
they're
I'm-
there. Goya makes them.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, man! They know what's up.
All right. Who's your favorite what is your favorite social media platform?
I like Instagram a lot.
Okay.
Honestly, yeah.
More than TikTok?
TikTok's fun, but the thing about TikTok is like, it's more just like people are only gonna look at like the first few videos on your page. After you, like, once that video starts going down more and more because you've been posting more, they don't look at it again.
Well, sometimes when I open my TikTok, some videos pop up and I look at the date and it's like April. And it's
Yeah,
like
they've been doing
sometimes
that.
they bring out old ones too.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking it's like new and I go, wait a second. So
Yeah.
do you upload every day or are you very, I mean, does it consume your life to be, you know, active on social media?
It
or
doesn't-
do you have a limit where, you know what, I'm going to do a little bit and that's it or whatever?
So what I do, I have schedules.
Ándale.
I have to make schedules for my stuff. Like usually Wednesday and Thursdays, I'll go heavy on social media. Like, I'll plan a photo shoot for that day. I'll make some singing covers that day. I'll make TikToks like the entire day. Like, I will start at 10. Usually I start at like 10 after the gym and everything, and I'll end at like dinner time. But by then I made at least 20 TikToks.
Yeah.
And then the next day I do it all.
And you know what?
again.
You can actually like schedule them, right? I mean, you don't have to put them all in one shot, right?
No, and I post I post Sunday through Thursday at 10 p.m. every single night.
Hey, that guy, that Kai Cenat from that was going to give away some PlayStations in New York. Did you hear about that, Chaz?
What exactly was the gimmick? Was he giving it away on his social media or what?
Well, he mentioned on his social. Did you all hear about that? He mentioned on his social media that he was going to give away PS5s.
Okay.
And so he went down to downtown New York.
Now, is this an influencer or just?
He's just a freaking influencer,
Okay,
dude.
okay.
He's like one of those TikTok guys.
Yeah.
And it got out of control. Rioting, destroying stores.
Just from an influencer.
Just from an influencer, dude.
It gets crazy.
So it
man.
happened. They talked to the cops. They made a press conference. This happened when, babe? Of this week, right? Or Friday or Thursday?
Last week sometime.
It happened just recently. And so he gets
believe
there, and the cop was saying, well, I found out about that through social media that they were going to do that. So we sent, I sent some cops, I sent some officers.
Proactive.
Because it was about 300 people.
Wow.
And then so I sent enough officers to handle 300 people. Within seconds, he says, it turned into 3,000, 4,000, 5,000.
Wow.
Well,
And they arrested like 50 people, and
Yeah.
like 40 of them were like 15, 14, 16.
Yeah.
And because they were destroying, they were jumping on cars, people. It was like totally crazy.
so
dude.
because of that, Rock and I want to announce we're going to go to Las Milpas.
Yeah.
Giving away Chinese checkers.
Yeah.
And we'll see you there.
Vamos a dar una set de...
Chinese checkers, but if you flip it.
No. Un set de lotería. What is it?
Yeah.
What is it called?
Corre y se va.
Chalupa.
La
Chalupa.
chalupa.
Lotería.
Corre
Lotería.
y se va.
Lotería, chalupa, bingo. I don't know what's called. Anyway, so that's crazy. Just like
Yeah.
the power of social media.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
crazy.
And then the cops are saying, instead of like saying, these kids need to be held accountable, they blamed the parents, like you got to handle your kids and this and that. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
parents are working.
Yeah.
Their kids are out.
especially it's summertime. Yeah, they're gonna see something. I remember there was some guy that showed up to the mall in San Antonio, and at first, a little bit of people were coming up to him, whatever. But once I didn't know who he was, because it was a lot of younger, like teenage boys that were going up to him.
Was he the fake Peso Pluma?
No, I know. No, but
I seen that prank.
I kid you not, like within 5-6 minutes, there was like a swarm around this man. Like he had to be let out of the mall, like because him being at the mall was too much of a disturbance. Like I don't know if they put it on social media, and within that time, like a bunch of kids just like hauled their ass to see this man, but it was like everywhere. Like kids were everywhere. I don't know who it was still to this day, but
It could have been a Peso Pluma prank because there's a guy that looks like
Maybe.
Peso Pluma. They did it at the Galleria in Houston, and then some local guys brought him down and did it at our mall here. And
No.
everybody goes because he looks exactly like Peso Pluma,
Pluma?
but they're shielding him and
watch it actually be Peso Pluma.
the place was just absolutely crazy.
They'll go crazy.
The Galleria Mall in Houston was
Even
and it was
the
a
cops
prank.
were stopping him to take selfies with him.
Really?
Oh
No,
my
he's
God.
huge.
And then they
now.
walk him into a Gucci store, right? Like he's loaded. No, you don't have no money. He's not Peso Pluma.
You're like, that's not him.
It's not him. And so
That's not him.
they sit him down in the Gucci store, and the people outside are just like going, chanting, and it was pretty crazy. But
Imagine if the real Peso Pluma, all he has to do is like sing a little bit, and they're like, oh my God, like he shot up quick. It was after Ella Baila Sola, right?
Yes.
That, where
You
he's
know
like,
what?
Bella. I love that song, man.
these overnight successes, right?
These overnight six, and we were just talking about that. Like Yaritza, she's one of them. Like
Grupo
she
Frontera.
from Grupo Frontera. They
Uh-huh.
just social media.
Yeah,
Social
Frontera
media.
went from being a
Yes.
local little band like to playing North Carolina to California,
Yeah.
and they're worth when it jumped way up. Now they were at the Grammy Awards, the Latin Grammys.
Yes, and you know
they did a song with with Bad Bunny.
I love that song.
Crazy.
No, but it's well deserved. You can tell like they have the heart.
Mm-hmm.
They have heart, and I think
And their songs
like
are
that,
good.
Yeah, I love every
there's
single one of
one
theirs.
The singer, he's got a very distinct voice. It's very easy to listen to. It's like
Yes.
the melodies are very catchy.
He doesn't do too much either, you know. Like for me, my main thing is like anybody can sing, you know. Like a lot of people can sing, and there's talent everywhere you look, you know. But it's the heart. It's are you feeling it? I feel like this man, he doesn't even have to be heartbroken.
Yeah.
But he sounds heartbroken, so I'm gonna be heartbroken with him, you know.
Like Vicente Fernandez.
Exactly. Like
would
it's
sing.
it's for me, somebody that did that was Rosé Ducal.
Mm-hmm.
She just my God. Every
Amor
time.
Eterno.
Oh my, that's like one of my favorites.
Every
like,
time that song comes out at a funeral, oh man, it just
you
breaks
just
us
know it the
apart.
second you hear it. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Tú
You know,
eres la tristeza de mis ojos.
you better go ahead and sing them notes.
And everybody, oh, I mean, we start crying. I mean, that
Yes, yeah.
song is.
It's the
Beautiful.
song.
It's amazing.
It's gorgeous. Like not just her voice is these like even Juan Gabriel, he wrote it. And he was like, Rocio was made for that song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like she was made to sing that song. That's why he gave it to her. So beautiful. I love that one. That's a good one.
All right. Are you married?
No,
Do you have a boyfriend?
I have many. I'm
Many?
just kidding.
Because the next question is, what do you look for in a man?
I do have a special somebody.
Money, 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 money. I know, just kidding.
I mean, no, the money isn't everything. No, but I definitely look for somebody, you know, being in this industry, you got to have some patience with me because I'm everywhere. You know, I got to be here, there. Like I'm in the Valley today. Tomorrow I'm going right back to San Antonio. Then I got to go to Houston. Like it's a lot of patience. There can't really be much jealousy there either. I know that sucks. Like it's not as fair.
He can't be
but
toxico.
He can't be toxico. No. You gotta be, you know, you gotta just be, just know that if I'm with you, I'm with you, you know, and I know that's kind of hard because there's shows where like there's men literally grabbing at me. Like they have like tried to grab at me and they're calling chula, hermosa, like all these things. And I'm like, oh yeah, you know, like it's nice, but
Yeah.
you don't know how that affects your partner because it's not happening to me. It's happening to them. And I know that it's nothing because I'm not going to do anything. But for them, it's like you got to know that like I'm yours.
Okay.
And that's what it is.
Well, guys, if there aren't any non-jealous guys out there. All right. So we've got a few more questions.
Okay.
But we're going to go to Charlie on the chat zone. Do you have some people on the chat zone?
Yeah, a lot.
Okay, hold on a
Oh, a
second.
lot.
Let me get through. This is brought to you by Rody's Country Fried Chicken.
Rick Roadies, he's on the chat.
In Eagle Pass, Texas, old-fashioned country cooking since 1985. 36 years of serving Eagle Pass. Put on that video, babe, the one with the little boy in the on that. What do they call that thing?
The zip line?
The zip line, yeah. Yeah, this one. Look at this. This place is awesome. And they've put a roof over the Roadies truck, and it's awesome. They're gonna have wrestling. They're gonna have boxing. They're gonna have comedy. They're gonna have music. Rody's really building something up really nice. It's on Karen Lane, right before you get to the Kickapoo Casino. And that time that we were there, they were having an amateur boxing, and love watching the kids box. But you got to stop by for the gizzards, the chickens. Si van al Kickapoo con un boss, ¿verdad? Entonces, como el boss te lleva para el Kickapoo y ahí están ahí despiertos toda la noche y toda la mañana. Y de ahí se vienen para atrás. Si quieren comer en el camino, no se pueden parar, pues que se pare ahí en Roadies y ahí levantan una cajita de pollo y en el camino, en el boss, cállate la boca, shut up, llegas a la casa siendo gorgoritos. Papá, asústame. All right, Roadies, salud para Roady. Also want to thank, let me see here, Las Maquinitas de Falcón Game Room, okay? Do you ever go to the casinos? You like to gamble?
I'm not good.
You're not good? Well,
I know. I've never gambled at a casino.
no? You've
Just
never?
yet. No, I've done the slot machines. The most I've won was like $5.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
they've got some big winners here. I mean,
Really?
$10,000, $12,000. Look at that, $11,000.
Let's go.
And
Yeah, I'm like, shoot. Where's this?
$10,000. I mean, there's just winners all over the place at Las Maquinitas de Falcón. Open every day, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. Matches $10 at opening, $20 at 7:30, $20 at 11. Promotional weekend, only $50 at 11 p.m. Holidays, and bring over the van of your friends and family. And if it's an adult daycare, they get half chicken on the house, lunch plates, and $5 towards their $10 match. Call for or actually contact Myrna for reservations at rmyrna@rocketmail.com. Okay, and they've got something. If you want to win some money, and you can sing, they've got this going on. Check it out.
Prepárate para una noche épica, llena de música y emociones en las Maquinitas de Falcón, donde la pasión y el talento brillarán como nunca antes. Todos los viernes será la cita perfecta para participar en el concurso de karaoke. A partir de las 10:30 de la noche, desata toda tu energía sobre el escenario. Los 3 primeros lugares se llevarán dinero en efectivo. Solo aquí, en las Maquinitas de Falcón, donde la diversión y la música se unen en un solo lugar. ¡No te lo puedes perder!
Wow. So
Let's go.
Chaz, we should do a trip over there. And win that karaoke money, dude.
Yeah, we
I'll
should
sing
do
some Frank Sinatra or something.
Okay.
We'll do some Motown stuff, but from the 70s.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do
Hey, let's stay together.
Do you remember
Al Green?
Yeah, Al
There
Green.
you go.
Yeah. Grover Washington Jr.
Just the two of us.
Oh my God.
We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
You already won.
You and I.
There you go. Unison
Yeah,
right there.
Have you heard that song before,
I
Gabriella?
see the crisp raindrops fall and the beauty of it all. Just the two of us.
Oh,
Yes.
hell yeah.
Yes. That's a good one.
So,
We'll be a
Chad,
trio.
anything on the Chad zone? One last time.
Let's give a shout out. So, how about this? Romy Aguilera in Calgary, Alberta.
Oh yeah,
Ooh,
that's the Hart area.
Yeah, the Stu Hart, the Bret Hart.
Wrestling.
Yeah.
Calgary Stampede Wrestling.
Yeah. Bobby Castañeda, he's in Califas. Ramiro Maldonado, he's in Memphis, Texas. Of course, Tripas, he's in Odessa.
That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis.
Joe Guerra, he's in Omaha, Nebraska. He's from West Loco, but now he's in Nebraska.
Mutual of Omaha. Okay. That's from the Wild Kingdom, right?
Yeah,
Remember that
Mutual
show?
of Omaha, Wild
Kingdom.
Now that's going way back.
I love that show when I was a kid, bro.
Yeah, because we didn't have all this stuff that they have now, so we had to watch.
And that dude that would fight the alligators and the safari guy.
Yeah.
What was the name of the old man that hosted that show?
Mutual of Omaha, Wild Kingdom. I don't know. They'll tell us in the chat.
Yeah, bro, that's going back,
that's
dude.
going way back.
Yeah, we're old. But
for you, Gabriella, Mr.
Yes.
Cruz Salinas wants to know, could you a cappella do a little bit of Etta James?
Oh, hold on a second. Hold
shoot.
on. Hold on. We'll do that in just a bit.
Okay,
Okay.
so
We'll
kind
do that,
of,
yeah.
if you need to look up the lyrics, go ahead and do so. you
Just
know?
Etta. He just wants some Etta. Okay. I
Yeah,
got
so
you.
kind of brainstorm. And also shout out to Power Metal and Corpitos. And then Arnold Castillo wants to know, I know it's difficult, but if you had to do top 3 influences, and you've already mentioned a lot of people.
Yes.
But if you had to do top 3 influences, Arnold Castillo wants to know, okay, well, who would you say?
Music in general.
Music in general, yeah.
Okay. Definitely Etta James. Bruno Mars.
Good.
No, I got to take him out. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
take him
I'm
out.
so sorry, Bruno.
He's a hack.
Damn. Etta James, Freddie Mercury,
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Amy Winehouse.
And Amy Winehouse,
In
big round of
terms
applause.
yeah. In terms of that. but
Another
it's
person,
different.
another artist that died from heroin.
Oh man, no. She just Amy. That I would say that for it's different. Like when you're singing English, like my English influences, it's definitely that. But then with Spanish, it's definitely Rocío Dúrcal. Love her, definitely. I love Ana Gabriel too. Her rasp was just it just she added so much flair, with that rasp. And then of course Selena,
Órale. All right. Any other question?
That's it. And
Okay.
a shout out, of course, to Ravish and Rick Roadies,
Okay.
who was, he says, Mutual of Omaha was right before Solid Gold.
And really quick, just shout out to Delma Munoz. She sent a super chat, so thank you so much for that.
Thank you,
you.
Delmia.
All right. What is your
Delma.
favorite way to unwind and relax after a long day?
A bath. But I have to shower first.
Yeah.
I can't sit in a bath dirty. I don't know. Some people do bath first then shower, but I gotta shower first. That at least rinse a little bit, get the dirt off my body, and then I go in a bath. Gots to. But
Yeah.
that's the best way. And then I love going into my bed like I always make my bed, going into my bed and then just watching a show.
And
Something.
when the sheets and the covers are freshly washed,
Oh
right?
yeah.
And you're just bathed and you just lay under them.
I feel so crispy, man.
Oh, right,
I just
baby,
feel like
right?
this
Yes,
is
all the
It's like,
time.
oh man, this is comfy.
it does it for me. It
Yeah.
just something does it for me. That's the best feeling. That's why I always make my bed, because it's like I want to come home to that. I want to just unwind after a long day. I love hotels because they tuck those sheets in like extra firm and nice. Love it. I'm gonna have a blast.
So you said earlier you don't have a boyfriend, right? Or you said you have a few boyfriends?
I have
Or what is this?
I have a special somebody. I do,
Okay.
but
Is he in the music industry?
hell no. I
Well,
can't.
Why not?
His name is Sal in
I
the
mean,
house.
collab,
Collabs?
Yeah, collaboration right
No,
there.
nothing wrong with musicians. I love my musician friends to the but even they say don't date us. Don't date us. I'm like, okay. I don't think I'm good with not having somebody in the industry. It's almost refreshing,
Is he older than you or is he younger than you?
He's older than me by like 8 months.
Okay, and what does he do for a living? He's obviously 22, 23, right?
Bartender.
Oh, he's a bartender.
bartender.
Puros tips. Assístame one
Puros
time.
tips, yes.
Yeah.
Bartenders make a good
lot of money.
A good penny, because you're the more drunk you get, the more generous
Well,
you
because
get.
it depends how strong you make their drink.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, tell me about your day. You're just
Yeah,
like keep pouring the
yeah,
tequila,
Yeah.
Hey, Rock, real quick. Johnny Borges says it's Richard Merlin Perkins.
Richard Merlin Perkins.
Yeah.
That was the name.
That was the name of the what we're looking for.
There you
Who
go.
said that? Johnny Borges?
Yeah, Johnny Borges.
Man, you're an old fart, dude.
Thank
you know
you,
that? Thanks for the answer,
Thank you,
Johnny.
Johnny. Yeah, appreciate it.
He's a trucker, man. He trucks from coast to coast.
Yeah.
All right. What's your favorite videos to watch on YouTube?
Oh my, this is so weird, but I really, really love like those videos where they're like my everyday routine. I don't know how I ended up on like the mom area of like TikTok and YouTube, but they're like my realistic routine with a family of 4, and like their kids are like beating each other's asses in the background, and like she's making dinner and she's like like crying on the verge of tears. I love those videos because I'm like, I don't want to have kids anytime soon personally, but like I just love living through people. I'm like, wow, you really have to do that.
Yeah.
Huh? Like 2 kids are fighting. One is literally pulling her leg. Like as she's making dinner, when she goes to pee, there's a specific mom I'm thinking of. She'll pee and like her kids follow her like to the bathroom. And she's like, I can't even pee in peace. They're just here. And they're just like, hi, mom. And like, I got a dog, y'all. And that's good enough for me.
Hey,
but
my pit bull follows me into the bathroom.
there you go. No, for real. Hey,
Yeah.
look at that. Look
Yeah.
at, so does my dog. She's half and half. She's half pit, half black mouth cur.
Oh, that's
So she's a cute little, my
Yeah.
Roxanne, my baby.
So you get into that's on YouTube, those videos?
Yes, they're like, or like, get ready with me to go, here.
Babe, have you
And-
seen those, babe?
I have, and I feel like I keep telling myself like not to dive into it because I'm like, that is so not realistic. Like in the real world, it's not like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
That's why-
it's not
but
the
I keep
real.
telling myself that like it's their reality, but I'm like,
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's their world.
It's
Yeah.
there, but this mom, she's like, I'm gonna show you the realistic. She leaves the original sound on, and you'll just hear her kids like at the top of their lungs because she has 4 kids. The oldest is 6, and then it just goes down from there.
Oh,
People
my
are
goodness.
attracted
I'm like,
to
oh.
dysfunction, right?
I love it. It's me. I'm people.
That's why we watch, Love and Hip Hop. That's why we watch
Our guilty pleasures.
The Kardashian. That's why we
Kardashians.
watch Jersey Shore. Now.
Oh Oh, Snooki.
I mean, the
My girl
meatballs.
Snook, her meatball days.
The
Oh,
meatballs.
you really are a fan. You know all the terminology.
My
shit.
wife got me hooked to that shit. That's like,
We watch it sometimes.
yeah.
Men are funny because they're like, I'm not gonna watch that shit. I
And
don't
then they
care
sit
about
there
it.
and watch.
You sit for 2 seconds. You're like, what happened to Snooki?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No
Who's
me
she
chale,
playing?
carnal, chale.
Literally.
Yeah, right, and then you're all into it. I do. I have an open mind, right? I mean,
Good.
and I want to find out what rabbit holes my wife's getting
Oh, my
into.
goodness.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, hey, you gotta stick behind. You gotta be in the chisme with her,
Uh-huh.
like, because if she brings it up, you gotta know what she's talking
The
about.
Shaws of Sunset. You ever watch that?
No, I
You never
haven't.
watched the Shaws of? Is that
The
still
Shaws of-
going on, babe?
That is not going on. It's
No?
been since, I guess, before COVID that they stopped.
That was really cool. Really
I
cool.
loved that one. Yeah.
They're Iranians that live in California, and one of them was a Jewish guy, and then
Okay.
But it's really cool. They're real estate guys, right, babe? And they've
One
got,
of them was.
they
Yeah, different things.
They're always partying, and then these Beverly Hills Wives, and then the new.
yeah.
Which ones do you like best? Did you watch that stuff? The Housewives? Any Housewives?
I watched the Housewives of New Jersey with Teresa.
That's the best one, right?
Oh my
yeah,
god.
that's the best one.
She's like, Gianna. I'm just so invested in their lives. I'm like, oh my god, what are we gonna do today, guys? Like, I'm like in that shit.
I was into it back when Joe Giudice was like getting into
Yes.
a fight with his brother-in-law. You
Oh
know.
my god. Like
Yeah.
that was the OG. Like
And you know what was so funny? Like when Joe Giudice got into a fight with Teresa's brother, what's his name?
Joe Gorga.
Joe Gorga.
They're both Joes.
They're both Joes,
Yeah.
but Gorga and Giudice. And they started fighting, you
Yeah,
know?
they go in
and
it.
then they split them apart, and Joe Giudice has like black stuff all over him. And it was from the spray that the dude had on his head for the hair to look dark, dude. You know, and it was fucking hilarious, bro.
I love it. I love guilty pleasure. I'm telling you, the guilty
Yeah.
pleasures.
The Italian Jerry curl.
Yeah.
For real.
All right. So the last question is, what is your go-to karaoke song?
Oh. I love If I Ain't Got You by Alicia Keys.
If I Ain't Got You by Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
All right. Let me
That's
see.
oh shoot, you're like about to pull it up or something? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Ain't Got You.
I didn't warm up. You might have to help me out a little bit.
You wanna? What do you wanna?
I'm messing
Let's
with
see
you.
if this is the one, right? I mean,
Let's see.
all right, ladies and gentlemen,
I'm like,
we have Gabriella sing right into the mic, so it'll be real nice and crisp and
oh geez. Is it the whole song?
like, nah, just a little piece
That's
of it.
it.
This is it.
Yes.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Gabriella performing on PVT.
The duet. It's gonna be a duet, right?
Like I don't know the words. I've never even heard of this song.
Yeah, you. Okay.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't. I don't know Alicia Keys.
Let's see. Some people live for the fortune. Let me. Some people live just for the fame.
Yeah.
Some people live for the power, yeah. Some people live just to play the game. Some people think that the physical things define what's within. And I've been here before, but that life's a bore so full of the superficial. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. 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 That's crazy.
Man, put me on blast,
That's
James.
crazy. Now I know why Baby Bash called you.
Oh,
I mean, that's right up his alley. That stuff.
the soul.
That's the music he's got,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And he's good too, man. If you could do a collaboration with Baby Bash,
I was saying
it won't be huge.
We should switch. I rap in a song, he starts singing, or like we trick people, you know? They just see Baby Bash thinking he's gonna be the rapper,
Uh huh.
but he sings.
Yeah.
Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, that's my go-to. That's my go-to karaoke. Or Me and Mr. Jones. But that one's a little... Wow. Oh. I was like, that's an Amy Winehouse song, but she curses...
Well, that's originally from the 70s. Yeah.
Me and Mrs. Jones, right? Yeah.
So one of our listeners or viewers wanted to see her do
some Etta James.
Etta James.
Which one is this?
At Last? Is that the one?
Oh, you guys pick like...
You can do it!
Let's see.
Oh, do you need to find the words? The lyrics?
No, I'm good.
Okay, because I can
We're gonna...
rewind it, you know?
We're good.
Okay. Just a little piece of it for Johnny.
My love has come along. My lonely days are over. And life is like a song. Oh, yeah, yeah, at last. The skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped up in clover. The night I looked at you.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
I haven't done that one in a while, man.
That's amazing.
That is awesome.
I love that song.
You're very talented, Gabriella.
Thank you.
You have a very, I think, it's going to be a very good future for you in the music industry.
Thank
Don't
you.
forget us.
And there's people that are
won't.
there's people that are already contacting you, like guys that have been in the industry for a long time.
Yes.
Baby Bash just doesn't call anybody, you know. And
Yeah. That was a blessing. Honestly, I don't think I would have ever gotten into that, vibe if it weren't for him. So.
Well, you're going to get into a lot of vibes. You're young, and you
hope
still got a
so.
long ways to go. I mean, the sky's the limit.
The sky is. I just said that.
Yeah.
Yep.
The sky's the limit. And you're very talented. Just keep your head on straight and don't get into any crazy stuff. And and follow your path.
Yep.
That you've been given
Yes.
with your talent.
I will.
Yeah, because let me tell you, it's you've got a lot of talent. And you sing Spanish. You say you don't speak Spanish, but you can sing it.
I do.
Very well.
I speak enough.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, Selena didn't speak much Spanish either.
And she got by. She was okay. So.
Yeah.
14.
Yeah. I remember I put her on the spot on Selena when I interviewed her. Because she was on Cristina and she was going to say 14, which is 14, and she said 14. So then I start bringing it up on an interview with her when I was in her bus, and she was like, no, don't even go there, this and that, I hate it. It
happens. Yeah. It happens.
Yeah.
Selena, I get it, girl.
She goes,
no sabos for the win, man.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what? The way she approached it, it made her even more, humble and
just be you, man.
Relatable.
Personality.
We're all gonna make mistakes, and I think that's the main thing. I just gotta remind myself, like, I'm not gonna be perfect during this journey at all. And what other people gotta think, remind themselves as well is like, just put yourself in other people's shoes sometimes.
Yeah.
Before you make that comment, before you say that one thing that ha ha ha, this will get them. Like, just think about what they're going through.
Yeah.
Like, always be kind.
Yeah, but in this
Always be
business,
kind.
surround yourself with people that genuinely care about you.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of sharks in this ocean.
Oh, trust me, I've been bit. So
so
it happens.
Yeah, we've had some artists here, some female artists that have invested a lot of money in certain things and they didn't get what they were promised they were going to get and stuff like that. So you got to be careful.
Yeah.
And we wish you the best of luck. And
Thank you.
appreciate that you made the trip out here. Lily, you've been quiet, ¿verdad? We'll have you next time. Lily, ladies and gentlemen, Lily's on Tejano Nation.
Lily.
So go to TejanoNation.com, okay? And, download the app, and that way you can be up to date with all the Tejano news and all the Tejano music as well. Everything that comes out goes through Tejano Nation. That's how you get informed immediately on what's going on with the Tejano world, man. And, ladies and gentlemen, my band, we're going to be playing in at Bourbon Street on the 26th. Okay, Whiskey D.
All right.
And let me tell you, we don't do bar shows. We're just doing bike rallies and festivals. We got some bike rallies. We'll be in Bandera on the 30th of September. Then we're going to be on South Padre Island 2 weeks after that for another big event. And then we're going to be at Landmark. So we've got a few shows. Then we have our toy drive in November. That's going to happen at Cobra's. So just to get our songs together and get, back into the swing of things, we're going to do all our songs at Bourbon Street, okay, in McAllen, Texas. Now, I highly recommend you give them a call and maybe reserve a table. We're going to play our songs. It's going to be an up close and personal. Usually we bring out the flags and all that. Put one of the videos on, babe. Do you have it here in the bottom? The one, I think it's at the bottom area. But when you get Whiskey D perform, we usually go all out when we're on stage, whether it's El Paso, Dallas, Lubbock, Bandera, San Antonio, Houston, Corpus Christi, Laredo, Rio Grande Valley, and we go all out. So what we're going to do at the Bourbons, you can find it, baby? Okay. What we're going to do at Bourbons is we're just going to hang out with everybody, and we're going to be playing our songs, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'll throw my jokes in between and all that. So once again, Bourbon Street. It's on North 10th Street, right by Charlie's pad, groovy little hippie pad. Yeah. Oh man, there's a lot of places around there, babe. I'm not doxing him or anything like that.
Yeah. I'll take my cat Merlin.
Yeah. He'll just walk to the show.
I literally can walk.
Yeah.
I can actually hear you from my apartment. But I'll go.
He's got access to the back door kitchen, and so just go on in there and stuff. Bourbon Street, man, all right?
The password for the back door, by the way, is pancreas. I'm just if you want to try it.
I thought you were going to say migas or something. I don't know. But do you know what migas are?
Amigas?
Uh-huh.
What is that?
You don't know what migas are, Gabriela?
Migas? I don't.
It's corn tortilla with egg.
Scrambled egg.
I've never had that.
Like chilaquiles. You know what chilaquiles are?
No.
Damn.
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm Colombian, man. We've been through this.
So what do you eat in Colombia? I mean, like...
We eat a lot of chorizo, which I saw there was chorizo.
Right.
Okay,
chorizo,
guys. We eat a lot of rice and beans, man. Just a lot of meat and rice and beans and bread. That is like the pan de bono, buñuelos. We got manzana, which is like a soda, the Colombiana. And then my Puerto Rican side, arroz con gandules, a lot of pork.
Yeah. You know what I watch on, it's YouTube, but they show these, what are they called? Caballeras or something? It's like women on horses that are trotting really.
Cabaretas.
Cabaretas, is that what it's called?
They're called.
And the horses are amazing, right?
Yeah.
It's really, really interesting what they do over there.
Yeah. No, and it's funny because when I got here too, like we talked about cumbias, Tejano cumbias, and those skirts I was using in my video, they're Colombian cumbia skirts.
Orale.
They're from Colombia.
Awesome.
And so, when I got here, the cumbias weren't too different. Vallenato music is like Tejano music essentially in Colombia, and cumbia originated in Colombia. So when I got here, it felt very natural.
I love dancing Colombian. We
There
love
you go.
dancing, ¿verdad, babe? Like Celso Piña and all that stuff, right?
There you go. You can you merengue too? You can do.
Well, we've attempted that when we were dating, babe.
You said attempted. I like that word choice.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah,
Attempted.
we would dance, anything, baby.
You just-
We dance everything more than we dance country or,
You just
norteño.
gotta have fun, man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Doesn't matter. You just gotta feel it.
Yeah.
Feel it. You're good. Hey,
That's
nobody's
what you
looking.
do. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, next week we have Josh Morales, documentarian. He's got a new documentary. He's the one that did the documentary about the Queen Isabella Causeway when it collapsed. So he's got a new one coming out, and he's going to have a red carpet and all that, and it's going to be like a premiere at a local theater, and we're going to talk with him next week. So we appreciate him coming. Gabriela, thank you so much for coming over.
Thank you for
I
having
hope you
me.
enjoyed the time here in our show.
I did. I had so much fun. I
All
love
right.
it, guys. Thank
You got any shout outs you want to send out before we head on out?
Yeah, shout out to my family, of course. Mom, dad, and my siblings that are dispersed. One's in New York, one's in Florida. And then, of course, to everybody that follows and supports my music. I got a lot of stuff coming, so I'm excited. This project with Bash is going to be great. So
Yeah.
y'all get ready.
We're going to look forward to it. And make sure to let us know
I will.
when you got it out.
I
all right?
got you. Yeah.
Maybe you and Baby Bash can come to the show. I'd love to have Baby Bash
shit.
here, man.
That'd be
Get some bash in here.
Hell
There
yeah.
you go.
Yeah, I mean,
sure.
I'll have to put some ventilators and stuff to get all the pot smoke out of here.
Oh my
But
god.
you know what I mean?
Very true.
Yeah.
It'll be good. Hey, you're good. You're good. We'll fan them out.
Yeah, no, man. I appreciate you coming, Gabriella.
Thank you.
Lily, whatever you need from us, Tejano Nation, we're here, okay?
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, you all have a good one, and we appreciate you joining us every Wednesday. And we hope to see you this weekend at Cobras. We'll be there Saturday night with Desperados. We'll try to make it on Friday night. And then Thursday night, Noche Frontera at Cobras on Nolana right here in McAllen. Everybody wave at the camera. Let's go.